up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Collection Wars.
Yeah, it's good to
Oh,
be
Michael,
back.
how you doing?
Good, Gabe. How are you, bro? You like my
Good.
haircut? You like my hair, dude?
I do, man.
Dang,
Man, nice
boom. That's looking
haircut,
good,
man.
right? Dang. They're not even looking at me. They're looking at this, right?
Right? You
So,
got that today or what?
no, this is just in my
No, your haircut, man.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my studio. Yeah, no. Yeah, I actually got it a couple days ago. I actually
Nice.
had it up for the show Wednesday. I just had my hat on.
Oh, gotcha.
I didn't want y'all making fun of me and stuff.
Cool,
So
man.
how was the rest of your week, buddy?
Good. Just
Good.
busy at work and just, man, yeah, that's pretty much it. Been consuming me.
Yeah, I understand. What a great response we had for Wednesday, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It was
man.
crazy.
I know, man. It's been getting so many messages and so much great feedback about it. Just having it open. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see who jumps on. We got a couple buddies,
Yeah.
The usuals. They're gonna jump on, but I put the link out on our Facebook group. So
Sounds really good,
man.
man.
Who jumps on, man?
Hey, you wouldn't believe how many people are hitting me up that I need to be getting on TikTok. What's up with that?
After that show,
hey, dude, I can't be making fun of my boy Gabe and laughing at him and then get on there. That just ain't gonna look good.
You know what? I mean, look,
I'm not gonna be doing that weird dancing stuff. It'll never happen.
And I don't do that. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. TikTok, it's different these days, man. It's different. Change.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we got our buddies Joseph and David here already. Let's bring them on.
Yeah. Let's say hello.
What up, Joseph?
Hey, guys.
What's up, David?
It's good to
see you. Hey, what are you doing, David? Hey, Joseph. Hey, what's up with that background, Joseph?
Well, yeah, I know. I'm not in the display room tonight. I'm actually in my office.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. So when we built our house, I made a little office for myself, a workspace, and I got some great shelving, and I put up all the kind of the things that have some meaning to me, either gifts like that lightsaber that you see back there from Saber Forge. That was actually a gift from my wife for Christmas one year.
Nice.
And some anatomic models and some Kickstarter stuff that I backed, and
it's a little personal stuff.
And that sculpture back there is I think you've seen it before. That's the Wind Messenger from the sculptor Akihito, the Japanese sculptor that I fell in love with that piece. And when I met him at Monsterpalooza in 2019, I asked to purchase it from him. So that cool. Was awesome, so I absolutely love that. Yeah.
Very cool. David, what are you up to, bro?
It's good to be back.
Me, it looks great, Joseph, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I bought more Bestas. So I've been
the best of boys.
I've been I got rid of everything that I had on this wall, and I've been basically kind of like rearranging and organizing everything. So it looks pleasant to look at. And but that's about it. Not much.
Dude, that training ball looks so badass. It's kind of funny it's spinning on top of your head, but yeah, dude, that thing is sweet. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, we got some buddies up here. Let's see. We got Clayton. What's up, Clayton?
Hey, Clayton.
We got Sean. What's up, Sean? Left Coast Graphics. I just ordered. What was that? Yesterday, the little Jawa and the Sandcrawler. I'm telling you, man, I'm addicted to those pins.
Yeah.
Armando with some pizza and Collection Wars. What's up, Armando?
Oh, that's so awesome. I wish I could have some pizza right now.
Pete, what's up, Pete?
Hey, Big Cat Pete. Hey, that's awesome.
Pete. Sean, he said he'd jump on. He has a sound. Hey, you know what? It's okay. Just pop in, say hi after.
Yeah.
We got Scott up in here. What's up, Scott? How you doing?
Hey, Scott.
Anthony.
And there's Jeff.
And yeah, guys, so today we're gonna kind of do an open forum again, just like on Wednesday. The link is in our Facebook group. If you go to the post, it's in the comments. Just click on it and it'll take you right to our show right here. So whoever wants to jump on and say hi or show anything cool that's new, just go ahead and jump on there. You guys if you're not a part of our Facebook group, just shoot me an email at thecollectionwars@gmail.com, and I'll shoot you the link if anyone wants to jump on and
That's
show us
cool.
anything cool. Yeah. Oh,
That's real cool.
we got little Lee. He decided to join us.
Hey, I remember him.
He changed his mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
How's it going, guys?
What's
up?
going on, Lee?
Look, empty space.
I know, right?
Looks great.
Yeah, man. I know you've been working hard on the remodel, bro.
Halfway there, man. Halfway there.
Oh, there's Jeff. There he is. Cool. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, man?
I'm here, man. How are you?
Good,
Good,
man.
brother. How are you?
Back. Thanks for joining. Man, I love those those are the little half bestas, right? Like the skinnier bestas.
Yeah, the real skinny ones.
Yeah, that's the same ones that I have my savers on.
The thing is you have to also put a piece of wood behind it too, to screw the actual like 3D.
Oh, to hold them in there. Yeah.
Because otherwise the thing is too thin, right? You have to have something to mount to.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
That's definitely a cool way to display them, though.
yeah,
That is such a beautiful display.
Hey, real quick, I just want to shout out to Pete. Pete, were you able to pick up your Sandcrawler, brother? I know you've been real busy to get it, but let me know if you were able to pick that up. And I wanted to say thank you for giving me the heads up on that Don Post TIE Fighter pilot helmet. I love it, man. I just got that thing yesterday.
Nice cup, Joseph.
yeah,
Oh my god, dude!
it needs to be bigger though. I think.
Right.
I know this is the small one, right? It's it's kind of cool, and then it's got
Jeez.
the Enterprise on the other
Pete
side.
says not yet. Hey, Pete, if you want to join us,
Hop on, man.
Let me know. Yeah, or text me. I'll shoot you the link.
Just put your clothes on, Pete. Hey, Joseph. Now the Star Trek one I want to see is the one that's got alcohol in it.
The Captain Kirk.
Yeah, I know you won't
Bourbon.
open that thing, but if me and Lee go up there, you're opening that bad boy. I'm telling you right now.
Yes, that's good whiskey, man. That was
You can't
good.
get it anymore. Is the problem?
No, you can't.
Yeah.
No.
Michael, who cut your hair?
Hey, dude, don't.
Who
Hey,
cut your hair?
Hey,
Lee?
yeah, who
Look
cut
at
your
both
hair?
of you guys with your haircuts.
I know it's bad. It's pretty short. Hey, Denise says it looks okay. You want me to put my hat on, dude, or what?
Wait,
Please.
Michael, did you
Hey,
cut it?
shut the. What?
Did you cut it?
What do you mean? What the hell? Hey, who cut your hair, Joseph?
Michael on this haircut.
The way everyone's talking, it's like you cut your own hair or something.
Oh no, it's okay.
He
Picard.
even styled it. He went, got some moves, and like styled it.
Did you just call me Picard?
Yeah, I called you Picard, buddy. Hey, that's cool though. Look, I got the little Superman little thing down here.
Oh, that's
Denise loves the curl, you know.
Michael's rebranding his image for TikTok.
Oh
right.
my gosh.
That's
Getting
the young,
The new Michael.
messed up hair. Look.
After you guys making fun of me last time for
That was pretty bad. We lost half of our viewers, but it's all good.
no, that's because they went to my TikTok and started watching on my TikTok.
Gabe, I heard that there was a run on candles at the store after your.
Oh, after I borrowed that sound. I love candles.
That's hilarious.
I just posted one today. It was a great one today.
You gotta get some of those Star Wars candles.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I'm your biggest fan, right, Gabe?
You are. You know, you're always liking my stuff, commenting, and reshare. You're doing the dances next to my videos.
Oh,
It's definitely more punchy with Lee here.
Right.
More punchy with Lee here.
Yeah.
What's that?
Saturday night.
yeah, he was asleep on Wednesday night. It was
Oh,
the show
yeah.
was a little past his bedtime.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. You know that's a lie. I was at a leaving party. One of the guys I transferred down to this refinery he went back. So yeah, that's where I was.
Lee, what's the status right now? I know that one of the legs on the half scale probe droid. I know when you received that, you had to send like one of the legs back.
Yeah, I got the leg Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh, good. So where do you stand on the actual like the base and the plexi and all that stuff for it?
I got the plexi. Actually, I'll show you real quick because it's right here. I've got to send it to them.
Freaking Lee.
Thank God he's got pants
you're
on.
wearing pants.
You see, it's not very clear, Michael. It's like opaque.
Okay, so you can polish it.
Mhm.
That's so Joseph. Me and him were
Hey,
talking
easy
about
with the
that.
way you
I
handle
know.
that thing.
Sorry, don't polish it right now.
Okay, hey, whoa, hey, does that have two? What? That
I
was.
have two. I have two of them. So it came in a 10-foot length, and they cut it up for me.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
You can polish that. I mean,
Yeah.
you can use. I mean, they make a whole, array of polishing.
yeah, I found,
polishing
the one, the 3-part one, right? That's the one I looked at. But I'm sending that to,
Novas. Yeah.
I'm sending that up to Pedestal Source, and they're gonna buff it for me there.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they'll do a great job.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Thing up in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably about another month, Michael. I'll be able to put. I just don't want to put it together and move it, because once it's up, it needs to stay there.
Yeah,
I don't want to risk it. You know what I mean? Because they are fragile. These models are so.
for sure. Yeah, I've got the Plexi stand for the Macquarie Sandcrawler. I'm picking it up Tuesday. I'm looking forward to that. So then I haven't put the lighting in that you hooked me up with, because I wanted to wait and get the model and then do it.
Decide where to put them.
Yeah. I wish those things. It's like the little ball that's on it. It's like it needs to have a little bit more, and it doesn't. So I'm like, I might have to put a shim on the bottom of it or something.
Well, do you remember me telling about the other ones that had kind of like looks like a little searchlight?
Yeah.
Those ones, they have a lot of travel on it because it moves on a hinge, and I can go and grab them. Actually, I know where they're at.
Huh.
If you want to look at one,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So
Jeff, what's up with you, Jeff?
I'll go and do that now. Actually,
Not much. I posted right before because I was doing plaques. So
I saw that here. I'm gonna actually bring that up because
You were doing what?
I was putting plaques together. So I have those two. I got those two Sideshow busts recently. Like I have the Vader and the Fett. And then I was trying to put signatures with them, right? Because I'm using Arial for the plaques. I had him do some plaques, and then I had some like just cheap cuts from my autograph collecting, and I tried to match them together with the plaques the best I could.
Oh.
So, right? Because some of these guys are gone, right? So,
Right.
I mean,
You'll
Dave
never-
Rouse, right? Never get it.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Grievous.
That is beautiful. That's
Oh,
the one
cool.
from Galaxy's Edge, right?
yeah,
Gabe,
Yeah.
you got that one too. I regret not getting that. They don't have it anymore, do they?
it's random. Like it comes in and out. Next time I'm there, I'll look for you.
Weren't
It's
you going to
heavy.
sell yours, Gabe? Didn't you say you were going to sell yours?
Yeah, I thought about it. I did. I think once, but right now I don't have anything to put in its place. But
Yeah.
eventually, if something
like
comes up,
Oh, that's great.
look at that.
That
What's
is-
up? Yeah, what's up with that Trent with the model?
Yeah, I built that.
Is that from
Nice.
Bandai? Is that from Bandai Kits?
Yeah, it's the Bandai kits. I think there's like 3 of them. So
And then
3
are
or 4
those
of them.
the bases for the Bandai Kits? And you just, oh, that's awesome. Great
Yeah.
job.
Very cool.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was really
it's
cool.
actually here. I'll try to move my cam.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
nice.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's
it's big. I didn't realize it was that big.
Yeah,
Is that
and
the
then-
Endo with the
Endor.
scooter bike scene on top too?
Oh,
yeah.
that is
Very
awesome.
Hey,
cool.
go up close
Really
so we
cool.
can see those, dude.
Yeah, let's see
Is it
that.
too
Hang
hard?
on. Let me see if I can do
Are you
it.
on your
Come on, dude, what the
computer?
hell, man?
Teasiness. You're teasing us.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get my video.
That's so clean.
That's amazing. That's beautiful. You did
Really
such a
cool,
good job
man.
on that.
You see the little Ewok in the back?
Man, not really.
No,
But
everything's
I'm
really
blind as a bat. Oh, yeah. I see the, yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how did
Dude,
you
that's-
do the trees?
Yeah.
So you use coconut husk on a stick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, but did you sculpt the bit? Like, did you use a pipe and then apply the coconut husk on it, or how
It's
did
just
you?
so it's just an actual like wood skewer.
Okay.
This is where I watch all these YouTube videos and like piece together my own little like concoction of stuff. But yeah, it's a skewer stick, and then you basically put coconut husk and separate it,
Mhm.
and then you spray glue on it, and you get some of the, like the train type stuff.
Oh,
Right,
right.
just
Oh,
working
like
it, right,
monster.
sprinkling.
Michael.
Yep.
I'm looking.
Oh,
But-
nice.
Oh,
Those King Arts or not King Arts? Are they X King lights?
yeah, so you can get
Oh,
these in
beautiful.
varying heights of this stem, but look how much travel you have on them.
Wow.
And where do you get
By the
those?
way,
X King from Amazon. So
Jeff. Oh,
they look like little searchlights. Look.
Bro, you set me up with the other ones. I got the other ones.
Well, send
Now
me them because I need about 500 of those in the next month.
Nah, I think these are going to be fine. It's a real low key thing. I can't have these big old. I remember seeing those in your old display. Those were pretty cool looking.
Yeah, they do them in black too, but you have to special request them in black.
Jeff,
Gotcha.
I really like how you use that to light your Grievous. That, I mean, the lighting on that is everything.
Yeah,
If you
I
go
like
back,
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the X
Yeah,
King.
yeah, that's them, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's not as these are taller.
No, but what we're talking
X
about,
King.
I have those. And Lee had those in his cases with like his McQuarrie helmet and stuff.
Oh, got it.
And that's what I got for my McQuarrie Sandcrawler.
Yeah, this is just another product that X King makes. Is these ones.
Yeah, I like it because you can dim it down too. So it's like,
You can mount these on the wall. That's what I like about these.
Yeah.
that's cool too.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Jeff, I'm gonna tell you something for your diorama there that's
Yeah.
gonna make you want to go back and add more stuff to it.
Okay, I'm ready.
So I watch a lot of model building videos on YouTube too, and there's a guy who does these dioramas where he makes blaster effects. Like the blaster, like in
All the
mid,
marks.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
puts
and
the
mid-
light, the
like in
little
mid-shot.
LEDs.
and yet what he uses, he uses those long LED filaments,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
he coats them in like a cellophane, like a clear red or green, and then he runs the wires on each end kind of back away from you, so you can't see the wires, and it just looks like there's a blaster,
that's cool.
laser blast like in midair, like flying.
I love
towards
watching
us.
his videos. That guy's
Yeah.
videos are cool.
Yeah,
Is that
he makes-
that boiling
Yes,
guy or
That's
yeah,
the guy. That's the guy.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name, but I was going to send you the link. That's it. It's it's
boiling
Yeah,
or boiling?
Then he have that he likes cutting that ST in half, right, Luke?
yes,
Like with the
yeah,
saber. That was
yeah,
badass. Yeah.
yeah. He
He
does.
makes everything look so easy.
Yeah, so I'm trying to work on. I have an AT-AT scene now too, so I have 3 AT-ATs for Bandai that were hard to get,
Mhm.
but I'm working on that. And I actually put lights in the actual lenses in the front for each of their heads.
Oh,
So I just haven't gotten that far yet. But like, I also have little figures. I have little Hoth and Stormtroopers, and they're like the size of your like finger. Like
Yeah.
they're all painted and ready to go. I don't know. I
Jeff-
haven't had time to get back down there.
Yeah.
Jeff, let me show you this. This is pretty cool here. I'll show you this Bandai ad. They're little, but man, they're so damn detailed. Bandai stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
So look, let me show you this. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, well, Jeff, the reason I mentioned it is because in your diorama there on Endor, it looks like one of the scout troopers is pointing his blaster back.
Mhm.
I mean, you could have like a blaster in midair, like, heading toward
That would be
the-
cool.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool, man.
that's really cool.
Yeah, I got this was a gift from Ben Yetter. Got that for me.
Nice.
Yeah, check that out. See the little crash snow speeder? It's the size of probably the size of a quarter.
Yeah, that's the set I have.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. I was trying to look for the pictures I had on the.
Michael, what prop is that blue one behind you?
What are you talking about?
On the
It's
floor.
the robot, the droid.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a screen used droid, the blue one on the floor.
So here's the. What do you think? What are you
Yeah.
talking about? What the hell are you talking about?
Finger, I think.
Vacuum cleaner. Gee,
Oh, you like that? Oh, my bad. Sorry. Okay.
R2D2's
cousin.
Very nice.
Hey
Yeah, I
Gabe,
love
can I
that
share
stuff.
my? Am I allowed to share my screen on here?
I don't. You could try. I don't know. You might have to send me the pictures, but if that'd be cool if you can.
Let me see.
Does it say share on the bottom?
It does. Let's see.
That'd be really cool if you can.
Yeah, it's got a share button down there, Gabe.
Yeah. So maybe try it. Oh man, that would make my job so much easier. Let you guys.
It could be bad.
Oh yeah,
too.
look at that. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can you see?
Oh,
Can you see
wow.
the picture?
Oh wow.
Man.
Is that a Bandai?
That's the old. No, that's the old Erdl.
Oh, the Erdl one?
Yeah.
How
It
big
just
is
has-
that?
It's here on the ground. It's about the size of a. It's a little lower than a basketball.
Man,
Really?
I want that. So who
Yeah,
makes
me
that
too.
case?
That's cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's made
That's
by
it.
Erdl.
Bunch of freaking copycatters, right, Jeff?
Hey, it's all good. I copycat from other people too. So
Hey, let me
Whoa.
tell you something. Let me tell you. Me and Joseph were talking about it yesterday, right, Joseph? And it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, all of us buddies, man, we just love getting all these different damn ideas. You know, it's like gotta have it kind of thing. You know.
Well, what's funny is that when we do it to each other, it's like all this complimentary, you know, like, oh, I love it. I want to do the same thing. Oh, yeah, that's really cool. And we all
Yes.
encourage each other to do it.
Absolutely.
But then when somebody else does it that we don't know, then we're like, bastard, copying our
Freaking
ideas.
come up with something original,
original,
man. Freaking
Yeah.
We all of a
unoriginal.
sudden become like the mean girls. We're like,
That's funny.
That's hilarious, man.
there are a lot of Star Wars people though that get really mad about you copying their display options and like.
Yeah, we're one of them. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's been nice, guys.
No, not at
no,
all.
you know what? You're right. It's funny because like a lot of people were really
That's funny.
surprised. They were hitting me up when I did the video. Actually, I featured some of your stuff on that video.
Yeah, that front stuff.
Lee's as well, but Lee was being shady with his secrets. But I wasn't able to elaborate.
He's never gonna let it go.
But, yeah, so I shared, like-
forget nothing.
I shared everything that I did on this, and I got people hitting me up. They're like, "Oh my, I can't believe you just shared everything." And I was like, "So what? I mean, dude, it's go for it. Make your stuff look cool." Like,
It's amazing too, and I would say in the last couple of years, the transformations of people's collections when it comes to backgrounds and the styles. I mean, it's if you look up stuff nowadays compared to a few years back online, trying to get ideas, there was hardly anything, and now it's like, man, it's like everyone's one up and everybody. It's just amazing. It's amazing.
Hey,
But that's
well,
cool,
it
man.
is, for sure.
It
I
is
like
cool.
that.
From a flattery, right?
Yes, I love getting ideas. I still get ideas from you guys. You know.
Kieran is Kieran.
Yeah, sharing is
Yeah.
caring. Yeah,
And
no,
then there's some that don't share at all.
that is true.
That is true.
Wah, wah,
So,
wah.
I prefer to be private.
Yeah.
speaking of sharing,
Here you go.
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
I got something today that I'm just over the moon about.
Cool.
Gabe, I sent you the picture of it, but unfortunately, the picture really doesn't do it justice.
Oh yeah.
No,
So-
it doesn't. It really don't.
No, it doesn't. But I mean, you can show it anyway until I get it assembled, and then I can do like a full-on. I'll get some beauty shots too from him, but
Ooh, nice.
yeah. So unfortunately, the picture looks really washed out, but
Yeah.
But I mean, let me tell you, I was blown away by the quality of the paintwork on this.
Are you going to put it in a
That's
case, Joseph? Is it going in a case?
I'm actually hanging it on the wall, so I have to get it assembled, and then he's sending me, so the beacon that's on the top, it's supposed to have a light in it, and he didn't put the light in before he sent it. So he's sending me the light, and we're actually going to attach a little like some functionality to the light so I can turn it on and off with my phone or remote control.
Nice.
Because I'm going to have it mounted on the wall kind of high up. so I'm not going to be able to access it once it's hung. But I'm going to hang it on the wall and then have the ROTJ one right next to it.
That's so cool.
He's working on it right
great.
now. But I mean, every little line, spot, scratch has been replicated on this thing. And he used the original paints that ILM used. He used the Floquil silver that you can't get anymore. Floquil, they don't make Floquil paints anymore.
Joseph, you think the color's not showing just because of the couch color or what?
It might be, I took it with my
fluorescent
phone.
lights too.
The phone adjusts things, and it just, I don't know, it's just not capturing it, but it is kind of a minty green color in real life. I mean, most people think of the ROTJ one, which is a lot more vibrant and multicolored. This one was not as vibrant, but I just love the green. The
That's
color.
what you have, Gabe, right? You have the Return of the Jedi one, right?
Yeah, I have the Return of the Jedi, but same artist, same guy,
same artist, and he's starting the ROTJ one for me right now.
But you're doing the regular edition, right, Joseph?
I am. So you did the special edition, right? Which is the one from when George Lucas went back, and that one is a little more beat up, right? Because it got damaged in between when they filmed in '83 and then when they did the new shots for what was it, '97? Yeah. So the one he's doing, I wanted it to be accurate to the original Return of the Jedi prop. So that's the one he's doing for me. Yeah.
So what he's saying is his is more screen accurate, kid.
Joseph's is going to be more screen accurate. Mine's more accurate to the prop.
So it's screen similar
as it stands right now.
Yeah, but it's really, I mean, he just went above and beyond.
That's funny, right, David? These guys, man.
Yeah.
Deep down, they're like, mine's better. But hey,
that's really nice, but mine's better.
Yeah, hey,
it is collection wars. Come on.
I hope mine looks, Gabe's is really, really nice. So I don't think there's a whole lot of difference though between the two.
It's just the scuff, like the scuff marks on the front. That's the biggest, like on the main.
On the strip.
That's
so
really
I don't think.
Oh, and the decals too, like the Return of the Jedi one has the little like marks on the front. The little, I think they're red, maybe.
Yeah, but in the end, I mean, I was just impressed by the fact that he took the screen, the original photos that exist of the original prop from ESB and replicated every line and every scratch and every scuff mark. I mean, it's just mind-blowing, and the finish is beautiful. And it might look very dull in the photo that I took because the finish is ultra flat. So it has a very, very like military, flat finish to it. So I don't know if that's playing tricks with the phone because it's not reflecting anything.
How long did it take him? Like from your start from an order to... It's not with you yet, sorry, right?
It is with me. I received it today. Yeah. So it took so from the time he got it, which was basically April 1st to now is when he delivered that one. However, he was working on a movie. He got hired to work on a film during the summer. So I was like, well, I mean, I can't tell you to not work on the film, right? You're working on a movie for a big studio, so just get back to it when you can. The kit itself came from Boba Maker, which is in Europe, and I believe he's in Portugal. I was told he was like the best pack maker, in the world, and that the casts are super clean and very accurate. And that took about 8 months to get both kits from him, the Empire and the ROTJ, and then I had them sent directly to the painter to Rod. So,
Lee, when are you getting your life-size Boba Fett?
The last payment is on October 25th.
That's funny.
Yeah, well, should be 3 weeks.
Very cool. So, is it going to be ready to? Damn.
That's
Lee.
So you did set one up.
Yeah, you kind of twist. I got everything moved out of the one room, out of the garage into my son's room, and I was like, I was thinking what you said to me is like, oh, bro, I couldn't be that patient.
Yeah, I can't.
was
There's
like,
no way.
I'm gonna put one. I don't even have baseboards. All
Yeah, that's the way I am too. I don't even finish the baseboard. I'm putting up my accessories. Dude, that's beautiful, dude.
That is beautiful.
God, that's badass.
So Lee, what do the ladies say when they come over and they see that in the corner?
They haven't seen it
They're
yet.
like, put it on.
He's definitely a panty dropper, though.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh, damn.
Is
Yeah,
that who made that again, Lee?
Sideshow.
That's a Sideshow one, huh?
The Mark 42. They did three different armors. I can't remember. I think they did like the Mark 3, I think.
Which film was that? Like film number 22, 23?
Mark 3
No,
is from
the
number
first
one.
Oh, okay.
And then the Mark 42, which I've got, that's from the last one. That's the
Iron Man 3.
Prodigal Son. Yeah.
So is the Mark 1 in the cave built one? Is that the Mark 1 or no?
Yes.
Dude, do they ever have that in life size?
I wish they did.
They
I'd
have a
love
half
to have
scale.
that.
Oh,
Scale. Queen Studios just released a half scale.
Really?
Shit.
And it is mind blowing. It's really,
How
really-
much is it? Like $3,000?
I can't remember. I don't think it is. I think it's like 2.
I don't remember. That came out. That was when we went on our little Queen Studios binge. Joseph.
Yeah. So it came out a couple of months ago. If you go to Cosmic Chase Collectibles, I believe you'll find it there, and at least you'll get a price. Hey, Harry.
It wouldn't surprise me though, Michael, if they did do a life-size version of it. If they do, that would be tough not to buy, because as crappy as that suit is, it just looks so cool. You know what I mean? So
It's cool.
Medieval looking.
I've been
very
waiting.
bulky, though.
I've been waiting 2 years for my half-scale Terminator dude, Arnold, when he's all beat up in his leathers.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, dude, what's up?
How you guys doing?
What are you doing?
I'm just taking a break at work. Thought I'd just jump in on, see you guys.
Yeah. Very cool. Tell him to throw it all on red.
I had a lovely lunch. at the Azara Estate today.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. You guys.
Yeah, Matt came over today. He and Danny came over and had lunch and hung out. It was great. We had a really nice time.
Beautiful home and a great lunch, and the company was spectacular.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Did
Yeah,
Joseph try to take credit for cooking?
Really noisy where you're at, Matt.
What's up?
It's loud over there, Matt.
Hey, I'll cut off and then I'll jump on it and see if I can get into a different spot for you guys. Okay.
No worries.
All right,
Right.
see you, Drew.
Okay, buddy.
Whoa.
So did you make sandwiches, Joseph? Was it good?
It was actually Afef made he rolled grape leaves. So those, I don't know if you've ever had those before, but it's great. You know, the leaves
I
off
can
the
say
grape.
definitely Michael hasn't.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, just let her know if when I come over, I want
Rolled
hamburger.
grape leaves?
Hamburger. We can have some pizza from Domino's. Something simple.
So-
you know?
Steak and potatoes.
Thank you.
It was it was rolled grape leaves, which are stuffed with rice and meat, and then boiled in a pot with lamb chops in the bottom of the pot in this lemon juice, and it's just incredible.
Oh,
And then she
man.
stuffed baby squash, and then she
Jeez.
also made what's called kefta. So it's like meat that's ground and mixed with onions and parsley and spices, and then layered with potatoes and tomatoes, and then baked in the oven.
Yeah, Michael's never had anything like that.
Nope, and I'm not ever.
It sounded like a
Michael, if
salad.
we put it in a puffy tortilla, you put that stuff in there. Boom.
Boom! Yeah, I ask Gabe all the time if he knows what a puffy taco is. Man, those are
Oh
awesome.
my god!
No, what's
Michael,
funny is I actually I brought that conversation up because we were eating Mexican food at lunch at my work, and there's a coworker that's from Texas, and I was like, oh, these are real Mexican tacos, not your puffy tacos. And she's like, how do you know about puffy tacos?
Oh, that's funny.
I know about puffy tacos.
Yeah.
Okay, enlighten me, Michael. What is puffy tacos?
They're corn tortillas, basically, that are fried, and they crisp up just a little bit, but they're still soft. You know what I mean? And they just have like a soft crunch, if that makes sense.
So
and you put like ground beef in there and lettuce, tomato, and cheese or whatever.
I know what a taco is, but you guys just thought you'd make it even more unhealthy by deep frying it.
Yes.
Deep frying it.
Yeah.
It's like
the more unhealthy it is, the better it tastes.
It's like a chalupa.
Yeah, no, nothing like a chalupa. So, anyways.
Funny.
There you go. So
I can't believe she did all that for Matt.
Yeah, no, what the heck?
Yeah, well,
I'm can't wait to try her cooking. Actually,
yeah, she's amazing. I'm spoiled because that's the kind of food I'm getting every day. So it's every day is something new and incredible. So I'm really lucky. But sometimes I like it's hard because sometimes I like to indulge in the Burger King or the Taco Bell, just something that's really horrible for you. But
whoa! Let's take a step back. Taco Bell.
What do you think about Taco Bell?
It was voted the #1 Mexican food in the United States. I'm just saying.
No, it was not.
It was. I swear. There was a poll, and Taco Bell was voted #1 Mexican food.
Fast food, though? Does it say fast food?
Well, it's the only. First of all, it's the only nationwide Mexican chain, so it's going to get the most votes. And second of all, is that even Mexican food, Gabe? I mean, it's nothing
not
like
even food.
No, I'm going to tell you what's not food. What you guys were eating at the park a couple weeks ago.
That's not
Dude, I mean, that was like
that's just
vomit
that's
smell.
Pretty much Taco Bell. Like, I mean,
yeah.
I was looking at Sean like, are you really eating that stuff, man? I can't even believe it. The smell alone.
We was gonna call wine 1 for you.
Wine?
I
want it now.
Let's call the Wambulance.
No.
Hey, for all the viewers that are listening right now, and these bastards are giving me a hard time, would you rather have Disney Park Mexican food or Morton Steakhouse? That's all I got to say. All day long, and the night before, we were going to go have a big, beautiful steak. I had my mind on it all day.
It was like 11 o'clock.
I know. Michael, we all wanted the steak, but they were closed.
Yeah, because we had to watch the fireworks, and then afterward we had to go get drunk at the cantina.
I mean,
hey, 2 months and you still haven't let it go.
I love you.
Oh.
I want a steak there, and I want it now.
And you know what? I've had a steak every night since I left.
Oh, I'm sure you have.
That's funny.
Yeah. So it was.
So let's just bring it up, David. You just got a new prop piece. You got a Tusken Raider in.
Yeah, yes, I did. And do you want to see it because it fell apart?
Yeah, let's see it. Hey, beautiful. How's she feeling, Gabe?
She's good. She wanted to show her Star Wars pajamas.
Oh,
nice. Right. Very cool.
Say good night.
Good night, sweetie.
Good night.
See, there it is.
Yeah.
Well, without the eyes.
Yeah, the eyes are here.
So, David, did you get the luxury edition one or whatever he called it? Yeah.
Did you get the standard or deluxe? Because the deluxe
one
comes with the eyes glued on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The eyes, they fell apart. You
think that was a transport thing, just getting bumped around all the way?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
No, this is this thing right here.
Hey, did you reach out to him?
Not yet. No, I literally just got it before we went on air. So,
oh, wow. I'm sure the guy will make good on it, though, huh?
Yeah.
I
It seems like
mean, I'm hoping.
I mean, all of us got it. So I mean,
Yeah.
if he doesn't, there's going to be a show eventually where we're going to have 4 broken
Everyone's-
heads showing it.
everyone's
going
gonna
to
be up in
So, I mean,
arms.
But
But
we'll
here's
have
the,
yeah.
to correct
here's
our
the-
eyes like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
but David, the thing is that you said that you asked for medium weathering.
Yeah, and this is
That looks
That looks
very
heavy.
heavily weathered.
Yeah.
this is
But
heavily
in all
weathered,
honesty, though,
and it's black. It's,
like
I don't
that.
like the black.
Me too, Lee. I like it too.
You like that?
I really
Yeah.
do. I like the weathering on it. I really do.
Yeah.
See, I
Mine-
like mine lighter than
mine's
that.
lighter,
That looks
Dave.
heavy.
What's that?
Hey, if mine is lighter, like a lot lighter, because I went from
And it comes and it comes
and it comes
And it comes with the eyes on it?
like here.
it comes with me. Yeah.
No, we can just trade them out if that's the
Lee,
case.
what did you order yours as? Medium weathering or heavy?
Medium,
or
but I
light?
got the medium with the deluxe
Right.
upgrade. It was like an extra $20 to get.
That's
one.
what. So I did the same thing, right?
The thing I don't like is like the all of this right here. It's not a nice.
Not
scene.
even on center.
No, yeah, I know. It's just. It looked like it took him an hour to put together, and it's just for the
Yeah,
amount of time.
So
it
what?
takes,
So what's your plan, Dave? Are you gonna try to just
I'm
put your
gonna take it
magic on it?
apart and put it back together myself. That's
Yeah.
my plan.
Well, we know how that's going to turn out.
Yeah.
it's gonna
I'm just gonna
20
redo it. I'm
times
gonna
better.
probably
Yeah.
buy new leather and put it together.
So
You're just
should
going to
we
redo the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
Should we
Redo the
just
whole
should
thing.
we just get ours rerouted to you then, or what?
Well, it depends
I know,
on
right?
if they come like this, then yeah.
It's a lot of pressure to sell something to you. You know that, David, right?
I
Yeah.
know. It's just I know I have high standards. I know
Joseph's
I
the same way, though. So
I look at it through a different lens than most people.
They're both so bougie, huh?
yeah.
Oh,
Lord.
come on. Well,
Boudreaux.
Hey, so
Let me
how many
see.
people ordered that Tuscan?
a lot.
I don't know,
was-
it's like
Well,
four
it
of
was
us,
all
right?
of us lot did it, and my buddy from Texas, my other buddy from Texas, whose name's Michael.
Oh.
Jay
I know-
ordered one in
I know
Colorado.
Kevin did. Kevin,
There was-
Irish
there was-
Jedi.
But there's a bunch of people who've gotten them, and they look great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David's like, great.
I guess
You know what it was, David?
Fantastic.
It was you bugging him, not like, hey, when you're gonna ship
Perhaps
it? When
maybe
you gonna
yeah.
ship
It was
it?
like
Yeah,
I was
but-
so like on him every day that maybe he just got tired of me. And said,
Well,
Yeah.
we were supposed to got these in July.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he messaged me saying that he should be sending them out this next week. I mean, I haven't. Did you get a tracking, Lee, already?
You give me a tracking number, but from what I understand, it doesn't start tracking through USPS till it gets in the country,
Oh,
and it's still
Oh, see, I
showing
haven't even gotten.
label.
I
Yeah, I
haven't
haven't-
gotten. I haven't
yeah,
gotten
me
the
either.
tracking or
So,
anything.
It got
um,
here pretty quick. Like it
But
took
the problem is
about a
he's
week
shipping,
and a half.
he's shipping it to my old apartment downtown. So I'm having to go to the post office to see if I can do a redirect on it.
Sean, that's a great question.
does anybody know the
Yeah.
answer? I think they're the New Hope,
I think
right?
they're done differently. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they're different.
Different how?
I'd have to put they're it's hard to explain. I just noticed that, like, for instance, this here, see the clean line, like the clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. This right here, how it's nice and clean. I think the ones that, I mean, I have another one where it has like the rags overhang. But
Okay.
I've noticed
be
in the
cool.
Mandalorian, on some episodes, they have that kind of
Helmet
clean
look.
line,
Yeah.
and that's
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
there we go. Here we go.
Which
Is
one's
yours-
that, then?
Here, Jeff, let me show you this one.
Jeff, is that from the same guy also? He can't hear me, can he?
oh,
Jeff, is that from the same guy too?
is that from A&J?
A&J.
It is. Okay. How did you order yours? Is it also medium weathering or?
I don't know, because there was a guy in a different group that basically couldn't complete his payments.
Oh, I see.
What
I
does
took over his
what does
payment.
this look like, Jeff?
The underneath.
See, I don't like the underneath. See what he did?
I don't
that
like it
looks
either.
It's not finished.
Yeah.
Well, display it in the low cabinet, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the breather
send
that
it
it came
to
with was
David.
all smashed.
Oh, was it?
Really?
Yeah, the
that's how
breather.
David's is. That's how David's was all crushed. It was all coming off.
See,
Yeah,
I
the
have this
can,
one
the
as
can.
well.
Yeah, David, show him the
Dude,
can.
that one looks badass.
See that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's that
but
from?
they're not metal parts. These are all
Yeah, that's
resin.
what I have. They're not metal, but
Just
they're
swap
cool.
them out now. You just got
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was thinking of. I was gonna mash both helmets together.
Because I mean, aluminum
Nice.
mill.
Oh,
look at that
are
underneath.
going to be 200-300
That's
bucks.
done properly.
What's that?
That's done properly on the underside on yours there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's that from, David?
The only thing I don't like is that I think the guy this is like pleather, this part right here.
Mhm.
Where I think I don't know if he ran out of material. But like, oh, this is nice leather, but this part right here should be the same as this leather here. And I mean, it still looks nice. I mean,
I like it.
These are resin pieces, but I mean, everything is nice and tight and glued, and I like the weathering.
I like it really dirty though, like that though.
Yeah,
What's
me
that?
too.
I like the weathering, like.
Oh, so do I.
Me too.
I like
Hey, he's
the
talking about the other
weathering
one.
on this one than the other one.
Oh no, I prefer the weathering on the other one.
So
Yeah.
did the
Me too.
aluminum piece, the eye, was it? Because mine, the eye was completely off the mask,
It was
and the
broken.
breather was smashed.
Yeah, both of his were
Yeah,
off.
that's how David did.
Oh yeah, that's what happened to mine.
David.
Both
That's
of his eyes are off.
Yeah, because I had to glue. Well, one of mine was off, and then one of the back horns is loose.
Yeah, I'm not.
And then show him the breathing thing, the can, David.
The respirator.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
breather.
show him the respirator thing.
No,
Oh, the respirator.
Yeah. The can.
Sorry,
Not
this
Darth
is-
Vader, dude. Come on.
See how it's which side's broken, right? One of them.
That one's
Yeah, this
broken.
side here is not glued on. I'll have to.
I'll see. Mine. The whole can was smashed in. It's like he took it and just
Oh,
went.
Oh,
really?
damn.
Oh, wow.
did he make it right by you, Jeff?
He did. He shipped it. So he shipped it within, like, I contacted him. He shipped it within a day, and I had it like 4 days later. He
Oh,
expedited.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah, there's got to give him a chance to make good, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
It's
I
got to
know
be
he
hard
had-
coming from Europe.
Yeah.
He had
So-
an issue with that blaster, right? Gabe, remember that Biker Scout blaster? That
Yeah, I
one
got
guy
that.
put him on blast,
Yeah.
and then but he made that right with him right away. But he put him on blast before he even had a chance to.
Right.
What happened
On.
with that?
Yeah.
Because I ordered one of those from him too.
It was got damaged in shipping,
damn it.
and
Yeah.
and
So here's
person went on a rant about it.
my question on the. So Harry just mentioned that the mouths are different for the. Hey George,
What's up, George? Why don't you
Hey.
join us? Jump on.
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Or George, it's like
I
don't know
know.
what time it is there. It's
He's like, I don't
Midnight.
want to get stuck there till like 2 in
Oh,
the
he's
morning.
only an hour ahead of me and Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 11 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
yeah, it's 11.
You West
So
Coast boys.
so the
He's got
So
like
Harry
30
said-
different channels. He's busy all day long. I don't know how he does it, Gabe.
I don't know how George does it. He's
Yeah.
like he does all these channels and shows,
And
and
there's
he's
such
doing all
high quality. That's the thing.
and
like,
high quality. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you guys saw his last room tour. I know I sent it to you, Lee. The
Yeah,
room tour he
I
did of Mojo X.
You like that, George?
I mean, it's amazing. Like the way he cut it together. I called him up. I was like, George, it was like I was watching an episode of MTV Cribs.
Yeah.
I mean, the way you edit it and everything. And he's like, that's exactly the look I was going for.
yeah.
That's
So
I mean,
even
it's
just to make
awesome job.
like the thumbnail, to make like the edits and all that stuff, it takes time, and it takes work, and it's crazy that I mean George is posting pretty much like daily, if not right, like every couple days.
Oh, and it's not just that. There's also the Facebook group, MCE, and then the Instagram and all that. I mean, I just don't know how he does it. And he also works full time.
Yeah.
And has kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
He's amazing. Anyway, so Harry said that the mouths on the Tusken Raiders are different from Mandalorian and A New Hope. Oh, okay. And then the other question I had is, are the ones from A New Hope heavily weathered or are they lighter?
I think they're lighter. Because I actually talked to him about that.
Oh,
I was asking him, I was like, which one's more screen accurate? He's like, well, technically screen accurate. They're actually like almost clean, like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In the Mandalorian, they're way more weathered then, because they look way dirty in the Mandalorian.
You got to get this other thing then from it.
I think the cloth
Throw it in the washing machine.
That thing is badass, Jeff. Dude, I've been wanting to order that, but I haven't. Jeff, dude, that's sweet looking. Yes, it is.
That's a Kotobukiya statue.
Yeah.
I have that one as well.
Oh yeah, I saw it at
I got the Darth Maul, and that's beautiful too.
Yeah.
God, that thing's so badass.
Yeah.
What is it, like $200, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that.
Right?
It is. Yeah.
It's off vinyl.
What? Copycat and some bitch.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it at all. Like the final.
No,
yeah,
I know.
there you go.
Their stuff is pretty amazing.
We got Scott. He's
Dave, yours looks darker, or was that just the lighting and yours is a little?
I don't know.
Scott. Well, look at that. Look at
give me 1 second, because you're getting
Mine's better. Mine's better.
Okay.
Mine's more accurate to the movie.
Mine's more accurate.
2 seconds.
That looks big.
Now you got quad view.
Do you have the Darth Maul too, Jeff?
I do not.
Okay, because that looks bigger than the Darth Maul.
Dude, that is beautiful, man.
Oh, it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
What's up, Scott?
Joseph, are you gonna get one?
Probably not, because I'm out of space for statues and
Very disappointed in you, Joseph. Scott, Harry, what's up, man? How you doing, Scott?
Good. How you guys doing? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you hear this?
Oh, badass, man. We're like in a movie.
Yeah. So totally set up.
It's so cool to have you on our show now.
Dude, yeah.
That's awesome.
Thanks for all your, joining us all the time and all your comments, Scott. You're thanks for all your
Scott,
support.
you can play the keyboard, and Joseph can play the Vulcan harp.
Yes, there you go. There you go. Exactly. No, I'm a huge fan of all you guys. I really enjoy the show. It's probably one of the best ones that are out there for sure. And
man,
even though I can't totally play in the sandbox, I like to look in the sandbox and try to dabble in it. You know what I mean?
You're playing in it today, brother.
Yeah.
The important thing, Scott, is that you don't take the toys into the sandbox.
Right.
Yeah. That is
well, it's like, some of my toys are like this stuff because this is what I do for a living.
Very cool.
That is very cool.
In that, and composing and playing, I'm a product specialist for a company, Roland. I'm one of two for the country.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Scott, I didn't. You're a rep for Roland? I wonder if we've met. I used to be the manager of one of those Best Buy MI stores.
It's very possible.
Like it was here in Chula Vista actually, and I was running that MI store for like 2 years, 3 years, something like that.
No pressure, Scott. Play something just real quick. Just play something.
Well, I mean, the way that you guys are and what we're talking about here, I'll just play something I already have set up. Here's your choices: Terminator or Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
Okay, so here we go.
We might want Terminator after.
So there's a sequence that I put together. You guys can hear that okay?
Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay, this is so cool, man.
And Scott, is that all done on that Roland?
Yeah, everything was done on this. And I just did a little portion of it.
Oh, that's cool.
That is so good. You might get 2 free helmets for that.
That's so awesome, Gabe.
That's amazing.
Bro, that is so
Good.
badass.
That's
dude.
wonderful.
Wait, but now we got to hear the Terminator one now.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Oh,
gotta
dude.
Get
do
out of that.
now.
This is kick-ass.
Yeah.
All right. So Terminator's a little bit longer. Just tell me when you want it to stop.
Okay.
Now let it roll, bro.
All right. Here we go.
Oh my God. Dude, that's so cool, man.
So is this from Terminator 2?
One.
Sort of, kind of.
It's different, Michael.
Yeah, it's kind of my own version of it.
Yeah. Very cool.
Very talented, Scott.
Great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, now I feel like I wasted my childhood.
I know, right, Lee?
Dude, we gotta get Scott to make us a theme for the intro.
There you go.
Man. Yes, yes.
Like what? Let me while he's playing that. You keep playing that.
Man, Scott. I need my Terminator behind me right now. Dude,
That's right.
that was good job, Scott.
Nice.
Thank you.
Slightly cooler than the Vulcan Hawk.
Hey,
Just a little.
tell me you got Blade Runner, dude.
No, I haven't done that. That's definitely one to put on the wish list. But when we first announced this keyboard, I was trying to learn the sequencer because it's a little bit different than what we've done in the past. And I got inspired by what Junkie XL had done for the last Terminator. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do the Terminator theme. And that's just kind of how it came about. So
Man, what a great
You
job.
know what the next question's going to be there, Scott, right? Is Michael and Gabe wants you to create the theme music.
yeah, I could probably come up with something. yeah.
That's
Oh my gosh, dude.
We're gonna have to, just because that intro, the one, that little intro, I think it's just like some little licensed, like.
I'll
Dude,
come
it's
up with
so
something.
exciting.
Michael running in slow motion.
I know, man.
Well,
I know, right?
it's like this one's got some cool sounds in it, you know. But then you can add parts or take things away.
Holy shit. That is badass, Anthony. Dude,
Nice.
That's awesome.
man, I want one of those.
Man.
Well, it's like this is where I sit most of the time. This is where everything's set up with the cameras. I'm like, you know what Gabe was talking about? Hey, you should come by and say hi. And I'm like, you know what? I'm
Absolutely.
going to do it in the rig. I'm gonna sit down in the rig that way.
Nice.
That's really cool, Scott.
Thank
So
you.
where are you located?
San Diego.
Yeah, we're local. Yeah, we've been
No,
chatting.
down
Yeah.
there.
Very cool.
Very nice.
Jeff, where are you at?
I'm in New Hampshire,
Oh, okay.
way the hell on the other end of.
Hey, so we're New Hampshire. How far is that from Connecticut? Is that pretty?
It's a couple hours. I mean, it's not. I mean, most people know New Hampshire because of Manchester. So Manchester's
okay.
the airport. So
I'm from Nova Scotia, Jeff. So I'm just above you
oh, there you go.
a little bit.
Yeah. Not too bad.
Dude, that Terminator, man, I've got to have that music.
Look at it on demand. Playing the
Yeah,
lyrics.
that-
I heard it.
Every
Yeah,
time Michael
like-
speaks, we can make it sound like a sermon.
Listen,
There you go.
Something like that. I can't remember it exactly,
That's
but yeah,
cool.
it's somewhere in there.
Dude, that Mandalorian was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
So
thank
you have to put all your you get all these different sounds and you just make it your own. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much. So each, like, just to give you guys an idea, I know this is totally off topic, but
No,
each
this
one of
is fun.
Yeah,
these
that's
little
cool.
sliders here is a different zone, and you can have different, up to 16 different sounds. So when we get into something like a sequence and we look at it, each one of these numbers is the different sound. Now, the way this sequencer works is that the A through H areas are different variations of that sound. So, like, think of it like as a song. Maybe A is a verse and B is a chorus and C is a whatever. So whatever combination that you do. The Terminator one looks like Tetris because I was trying to learn the sequencer. So I was kind of just putting stuff where I felt, oh, let's try this, let's try that. Whereas if we look at like the Mandalorian, for instance, it's more in a straight line, right? So it was just depending on what I was doing with it. But it's like I come up with little ideas, or I put backing music in some of the tutorial videos that I've done for the company, and just have it run in the background, you know. But
Very
yeah, I mean, that's
cool.
kind of how it works. It's really cool.
Golly, man.
That's
Thanks
good.
for going over that, Scott. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, Warren says he's also from
Oh, nice.
New Hampshire.
Nice.
Born and raised.
California.
I once visited New Hampshire, and it was in the midst of the winter.
Oh,
And all
bad
I
timing.
remember was 10 feet of snow piled up on the side of the roads as I was trying to drive through. I interviewed at Dartmouth,
Wow.
and that was, that scared me a little bit. I thought to myself, how can I live in snow like this?
Yeah, and you never came back, right? After
And I
that.
never.
That's funny. Yeah. Hey, Scott. So,
Yeah.
what is your? Do you collect? Are you collect a lot of things Star Wars? Or
Yeah, I mean, this is a small portion of, you know, some of the helmets and things like that. And above it, I got some other stuff. And then I've got some lightsabers. And I just finished the training remote like Jeff did. Jeff, you did a
Yes.
hell of a great job.
Thanks, man.
And it's like, you know, I have been a fan of Star Wars since I saw it in the theater at 7 years old in 1977.
So you're 51 years old right
I am
now.
51 years old.
Me too,
Damn it,
brother.
Damn it. I dated myself.
I know you too.
But that's where it started. I've always been a huge fan, always, but it wasn't until last year and with everything that was going on that it was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I like that Mandalorian hot toy. I'm going to buy it, damn it. And that's kind of where it started. And of course, watching shows like this, you start getting into, you're like, and I've just been buying what I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I like this little Mission Fleet thing, I'm going to buy it. If I like
Yeah.
that huge Millennium Falcon, I'm going to buy it. You know, that
Right.
kind of a thing.
Yeah, and which is kind of crazy if you think about it, because like I do believe that like the whole 2020 shutdown thing like
Yeah.
really got people into collecting because they were just at home. They're like, well, you know, trying to see, you know, obviously spending time on the internet watching shows like these, like it's kind of crazy that it
And that's
sparked
when
this whole
Tom
thing.
brought out most of his products was during all that period.
Yeah.
yeah,
It was his biggest boom, right? Yeah.
yeah.
Plus,
Well-
everybody wants something to display, right? So you're on video calls or whatever. Like I'm on sales calls, and like I get people that I wouldn't even think would know what Star Wars is. They're like, "Are those lightsabers?" Or
Yeah. Well, it's like for me, it wasn't working from home. It was living at work.
Mm.
There's
Yeah.
a difference, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it becomes your surroundings. So I used to have a crappy chair and I had a little desk because I'd use it for recording and things like that. And all of a sudden I'm like, I can't deal with this chair anymore.
Mhm.
So then I wound up with getting a chair and then a 48-inch widescreen monitor and making my area comfortable, you
Right.
know?
Yes.
And that's kind of, I think, how everybody kind of got. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, your
But-
background looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah, my wife actually has. She has a collection of. Oh, that's cool.
How is it my fault?
So
Your fault.
my wife has a collection of her own in her office upstairs, and she's a college professor, and she's been doing Zoom classes right since the start of the pandemic. And she has all of her collection there, a combination of, some statues that Randy Bowen gave her, and some Legos that she built, and some Gundams that she built, and they're all in these detolfs all along the side wall. And so she does her class, and the camera is not pointing at any of this, so you can't see any of it. And I was like, why don't you turn your camera so that you can have all this behind you, because it would look incredible.
Yeah.
And she's like, do you think I want my students to think that I'm some kind of nerd like you and your friends? I said, trust me, just do it once. The class went nuts. They were just like, oh, that's so cool. I want to see that. Show me that.
I think more people wind up relating to people when they see something like that, or they recognize something in the background and like, hey, is that a button? Yeah, and you're like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think it can only help.
I had a bad one, because so during the shutdown, once my daughter and everyone started going back to school like virtually, pretty much like all the rooms in my house, there was someone in there live on for something, right? And I have to jump on and do virtual court at one point, and I was like, I need to find a room, and I'm like, where do I go? So I was like, I'm just gonna have to go in the Star Wars room. And I get here and I prep it all up. So it's a fake background, because obviously I don't want this in my background. And for I don't know what the heck I did, but I pushed the camera and boom, just like a shot of me in this chair with this background. And it's like the most embarrassing thing, because here I have a judge, I have literally clients like in jail, and they're watching me. I was like, I like try to like blur it out. That was just so embarrassing. But I mean, any other situation, I'd be cool with it.
That's
it
did
helps.
they say anything? Did the judge say anything?
No, nobody really. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's so embarrassing. And I think they probably thought it was a fake background.
Okay.
Yeah, because who would have a life-size, Han Solo and Carbonite in their house?
Yeah.
What kind of nerd to do that?
Yeah, only a nerd.
Yeah.
But
It helps break ice, and especially it's the opposite in the sales piece, right? Because you'll get a guy
Absolutely.
who's stuffy as hell, and he'll see something cool, and you're like, all right, cool. He loosens up, and right. So it helps.
Yeah.
So, Michael, what have you bought this week? You're being pretty quiet over there.
What are you talking about?
There's nothing to report.
It's the quiet. It's the quiet.
It's always
before
the quiet
storm.
one.
No, it's the quiet before the storm.
Yeah.
He's picking up a small
when
portion
are you
of-
flying up there?
On the 21st of 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
A little over 2 weeks, man.
Well, I
Very
have
nice.
a few pictures that Michael sent me. Let's show you. So and that's a cool picture.
Yeah, I just saw this for the first time 3 minutes ago.
Okay. So let me show you.
This was sent to me by Mark Elkins.
Whoa.
So there's George
Oh.
Lucas,
That's the 8-footer, huh?
Mm-hmm.
the 8-footer. Look at that, man.
Jeez, Michael, where do you put in this?
Yeah, look at that
There
thing.
it is.
Oh man.
Damn.
This was last night. He was working till midnight. Mike Joseph working till midnight, man. That guy's he sounded
know.
really, really tired on the phone last night. Bless his heart, dude.
He's eating and sleeping this thing.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
I don't think people even realize the amount, because keep in mind when they made the original one, there was like 5 or 6 dudes gangbanging it.
Yeah.
And this guy's doing this all by himself, and man, he's hitting it right on the. I mean, he's not missing. Yeah. He's not missing a beat. So I just can't even believe it.
He's going to take a vacation after he finishes this thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like
really
how
cool.
you worded that. Different visual, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah, guys. So I fly up there on the 21st, and then I'm just gonna make a nice little. Take my time coming back.
That thing is absolutely amazing.
Are you
got to be so
You're
stoked.
picking this up too, right, Michael?
Oh. Yes. Yeah, that's the almost 4-foot base star. Sean Sides, the guy who was on our show a couple weeks back, was one of the designers and makers of this piece. And Mike is finishing this thing up right now. And So yeah,
Hey,
he'll jump off
Michael.
the Star Destroyer and then jump on this and then go back to the other one.
Michael.
You just picked this up too, right, Michael?
Yep. Came in
But
yesterday.
let me point something out here before we move along. What is this little poster on the left hand side?
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just-
Michael. What is
wow,
that?
Michael's favorite movie.
Oh
in
I
my
paid
God.
$50 for that thing too
Man.
during the show. Hey, look,
all respect for you just went
all
down the toilet.
comes out. The truth
Yeah.
comes
it's
out.
a celebration poster.
No, it's not a celebration.
That's the Last Jedi.
Shame on
poster.
you.
That's the Last Jedi poster.
Yeah, so the
Michael.
people at Celebration that got to go in
Yeah.
and see the preview of the movie for the first time.
Return of the Jedi Part 3.
Yes, exactly.
Michael, what are all those like robot looking pieces behind it? What is that?
You know, it's one of those game robots I got off from Sideshow. It's got a figure that's about the size of a Black Series figure, and he sits in there. And I was going to start collecting them all. They're like $1,000 a piece, and they're these big giant robots. And then they open up, and you can put the guys in them, and they battle. But I don't even know what they're called. I got it several years back, but yeah, it's a Sideshow. Yeah, that's on my table there. It's a mess. So that room right there is being completely gutted out. That's going to be right behind them. That's going to be an entrance into the new gallery. And then to the right of it, we're doing the built-in for the 6 scale.
Yeah, and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Michael,
all of that's going away. All of
Quick
it.
question for you. So I know you're a huge studio scale guy, and before the show I stumbled across this. It's on YouTube, behind the scenes of Star Wars, the original trilogy, ILM Effects Makers.
I watched it. I watched that. That was so
really,
cool.
really
Seeing them
good.
pour the molds in the Death Star and all that.
I'll share this with the little group chat thing, and I don't know how you can.
Listen,
You can probably just find it on YouTube.
It's 6
really-
minutes long, and it is one of the most coolest things that I've ever seen on YouTube.
This is 58 minutes long.
Oh,
Wow.
shit. I haven't seen that one.
Oh, I got to see that.
Yeah, you got
please
post
share
it to the Facebook group.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Post it on Facebook.
Yeah, I love that. You can the one that I watched yesterday is shot in super 8mm, and it's really Super 8, whatever they call that. And it's you just see them having a blast, and these people are all messing around in these X-wings and TIE fighters and shit. It's all, the Y-wing, the guy's working on a Y-wing and like waving, and it's just really cool footage.
The amazing part is once they got done with all that stuff, they just threw it in the trash can outside.
Man, that's the thing. I was like, God, can you imagine? That's how Gus Lopez's Death Star went. It was in the trash can. Yeah. Someone pulled it out of there, and then it ended up being like an ashtray somewhere. And it's crazy how that
Have you seen the guy?
If anybody wants to check it out, so
cool.
Michael, have you seen the guy on eBay? He bought an AT-AT head from Prop Shop a while ago, and he's been slowly cutting it into small, minute pieces and selling it on eBay.
Oh my
The guy's in Germany.
What
nope.
an idiot.
He's been cutting it up into like little tiny chunks and selling them for like $100 to $125 each for each little
horrible.
chunk.
That's stupid. That's so dumb because you could he could have sold the whole thing for. That's kind of a crime.
That's a crime.
Let me tell you. So I've been taking video, and the only people that I've only showed it, I think, to Gabe, but I've been opening up these 1970s packaging.
Yes.
And Gabe's like, dude, and I'll video opening up a brand new thing that's never been opened in 45 years, and this I try, it's just the way it was 45 years ago inside there, and I'm like, Gabe, I need to throw these on my deal, and he's like, man, you're gonna probably piss off a lot of people. I'm like, I don't know.
They do the same thing with the Death Star, though. They cut up little pieces of it. People that have big plates, they cut up these little tiny pieces.
Yeah,
It's sad.
Well,
it is sad.
Do you think that the camera people, the true camera people that collect things like the vintage Graflex, feel the same way with what we do with them?
Yeah.
That's true. Very true. Yeah, all the found parts people, I'm sure, are just sucking up all of the stuff out there.
It's getting harder to find now.
So I had a similar situation, and I think I talked to you about, Michael. I don't know if I've told a lot of people, but so I used to be a manager of a movie theater, like right out of high school, and we grand opened this old theater like that we took over, and in one of the storage units, I found a full, complete, I think there might be 6 reels total of Elvis on tour, and it's an original 35 millimeter, print from that date, and so I asked if they're going to throw it away. I asked if I could take it. So I've had it, and I've been lugging it around for the last 20 years with me, and I still have it. And I always thought about it. I was like, well, I could probably cut it up and sell the little, the little frames, right? Each little frame. But I'm like,
that's so cool.
But I was like, no, man, if anything, I'd rather donate it to like, somewhere where they're going to be able to like.
Have you ever got that valued, Gabe, to see if it's worth anything?
I haven't, but it's rare, right? Because it's the complete all 6 reels, like again, and it's just
some Elvis nut would pay a fortune,
right? And it's the last film. I think Elvis on tour was, I believe, the last like film, and it's a big deal because I think it came out on a Panoscope. I think it was called. I don't know. It was like the 72 millimeter, like the larger type of screen.
Back then.
Yeah, back then. So I know it's rare, and I guess.
Is it a tour or because he did like a residency in Vegas? I thought last going off, that's what he did, right?
Well, that movie's called specifically Elvis on Tour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not that I'm like a crazy diehard Elvis fan or anything, but
look at
there it is.
Yes, there it is.
So if you look at it, right. But he's cut it into. I don't think I can zoom in on the picture.
Shame on him.
That's a good little piece, though.
Yeah.
I wonder who got that piece.
I bid on it, but then I was like, then I started feeling bad about it because I was like, I don't know, and they got it for $110. So,
jeez.
And he had one other piece. He had another piece. It was, but it's this guy. He cuts them up. Peter Jackson fan. So, anyways,
that's blasphemous, man, to do that.
And even although it's blasphemous, I might go over there and start bidding on someone.
I love it.
Well, there's another one out there too that does the.
Send me that link.
Yeah, let me see that link.
It's got lineage.
Never mind, guys. Never mind.
I know. Yeah, I've been collecting like little pieces like that of things. Like I got like a little piece of like Ewok fur and like a little piece of the Sarlacc pit.
Oh wow!
And I got a piece of.
Oh, look at you had it signed too.
Got like a little
the Sarlacc
Java sail barge.
That's a decent chunk.
That's
See, that I don't feel so bad about. That's not so small either.
Well, that looks like it was done by a company.
Yeah, this
Prop Shop.
This is from Prop Shop, and it even has the older style.
Yeah, I like that one where they didn't cut it into these little tiny
stamp sizes.
Yeah, I thought it would be cool because I was gonna pair it up with my like AT scene that I'm working on. I was like, oh well, put it on the side.
What's up, Matt? How you doing?
Hey guys.
Thanks for jumping back on, man. Great to have you back.
Yeah, I just got the kids to bed, so.
Yeah.
So he's whispering. I'll be quiet.
No, they're on the other side of the house.
He's got headphones. Yeah.
They're not gonna hear. They're gonna hear me talking. That's about it.
Yeah.
See, but I was gonna mention with Gabe with your pieces there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little different, right? Because that's a part of the sale. Right.
Yeah,
all it is a giant piece of fabric, right? Who's going to do anything with that? But if you have a small piece of it, right, or a piece of Ewok fur, or a piece of the Sarlacc pit. But when you're taking a studio model and then breaking it up, and selling off bits of it, that just seems crazy.
Criminal.
The craziest thing is what he could have got for it together.
Right. He could have got, literally probably close to the 100,000, like probably in the 6 digits.
Really?
He does 2 of those little pieces. He does 2 of those little pieces every couple of months. So, and it's like
these days, screen use piece. Maybe not 6 digits, but definitely up there.
Well, who knows for that head? I know recently didn't the Tantive 4, right, the blockade runner from the first scene in A New Hope,
That little one.
that sold at auction for £325,000.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
about $400,000.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the stunt, like the
Mike, why don't you show
rubber
us?
guns sell for like $175,000.
Yeah.
Mike, you bought that, didn't you?
The flute from Star Trek: The Next Generation.
And that
Right.
thing's still little too.
Oh, the flute.
The flute.
I will have to
Hey.
learn that song now.
That's
Hey, I know. You know what? I'm gonna have to borrow from Scott one of those the Roland keytars.
Yes,
Be like,
I've got
Oh
one
my
sitting on the
God.
wall.
there you go.
That's hilarious.
And we
I
could all
remember
jam
those.
out.
Actually,
And then you
so
can be Angry Gabe again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about.
that's hilarious. I told Lee the other day that I used to play in a band, but I didn't scream.
You didn't
And
scream.
all he
funny.
did was
Nice.
started
And
laughing
then,
at me.
and then he told me what band he played, and he said, "Tell him, Joseph."
Well, I was a drummer. I used to play the drum for a belly dancer in this band.
Sure.
Wait, but is it the drums or is it like bongo?
Yeah, what kind of drums? is it?
It's a drum that's it's a single drum, right? And it's shaped like an hourglass, and then it's
Oh, yeah.
covered-
like a djembe?
Huh?
A djembe.
Well, we call
Djembe?
it in Arabic. It's called a darbuka.
Ah, okay.
So darbuka is what you'll
Because
see.
it shapes like that
Yeah.
versus just coming straight. Got it.
Yeah, and it's got skin on one side and it's open on the other. And so I used to play that. I mean, the band, obviously we played music, but I mean, when the belly dancer would dance, I mean, I was playing the solo. So,
Nice.
and
Or
all
a
the
duet if she had
laugh.
castanets.
Rock
I'm
and
sorry.
roll, baby.
Or a duet if she had castanets.
Yeah. She did.
Yeah, Joseph had him on his nipple.
Jeez.
There's a restaurant we have in town here called the Caspian Cafe, and it's like a Mediterranean fusion thing. And they before the pandemic, every Friday and Saturday night they always had a belly dancer in there, and my kids loved it because they'd get up with her and they were balancing swords on their heads, and she'd have the castanets and all the different stuff. Depends on which girl they had in.
Yeah, I
was always
actually
a lot of
grew
fun.
up in a very kind of musical family. Everyone in my family was involved in music somehow. My
That's
mom was
great.
an opera singer, and my grandfather was a singer. And anyway, and so we used to have these parties at our house when I was growing up. I mean, 150 people in our basement and a band, and my parents would always bring a belly dancer to dance. And the belly dancer that they had would do this whole show where she would dance with a python. Like a living snake, and she would bring it over to the house and she would do the same. It was this kind of recreation of the Adam and Eve story, and she'd like feed someone grapes and dance with the snake, and it was crazy. I mean, I was 6 years old and I was
Look
watching.
what you started, Lee. We went from talking about an AT&T head to belly dancers
Belly
with
dancers.
the
With the python.
Because we're talking about destroying and
Yeah,
An
destroying
AT&T,
it.
yeah.
come on, this is much better.
You know the story is the guy got it and he's like, "Oh, this is awesome," and then accidentally dropped it and went,
Right.
Probably.
eBay.
I know what I'll do.
Yep.
Yeah, eBay. Oh man,
That's possible.
Dude, I'm ready to listen to some more of Scott's music. That was pretty badass.
I know, right?
That was so cool, man.
God, I'm gonna need you to synthesize some Vulcan harp music for
Yeah.
us.
Oh man.
Yeah, we can come up with
On the
something.
TikTok, not on this channel.
Oh, geez. Well, I don't know if you know this, but the Vulcan harp prop never played anything, right? It couldn't
Yeah.
play any music.
Strings,
But
yeah.
but the music is, the sound is very electronic. So I think that would be. I'm sure. Well, I mean, if they could synthesize it in the 1960s, you could certainly do it on your keyboard.
Yeah. Well, if I had a microphone too, I could do the Cylon vocoder sound because this has a vocoder in it.
Oh, cool.
So you could totally do the, by your command and all that other stuff.
What?
Just with
That's
this, yeah.
awesome. There you go, Michael.
There you go, Michael. I know.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
Oh
badass.
man, there's something in the
It's
first
like
hour.
the vocoder that's in here. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Audio in,
Dude.
vocoder, edit.
Oh, you're gonna have you're gonna have these guys hitting you up all kinds.
So you've got like all these different bands that you can do for the vocoding. So if you wanted to make it more robotic, like, I can draw a graphic like an EQ, or I can roll the dice and change some things up. But what's really cool is that you have these different options, or these different presets that are in here, and it's in here right there. Robot, that's going to do it. That's going to do that Cylon sound, and then it's just taking this band and trying to fine tune it into how I want it to sound more like a Cylon. So I'll have to track down a mic here somewhere that I can use, that I can plug into this. So you guys.
Oh, that's badass.
That would be cool.
Yeah. That's so cool.
So what have you bought this week, Gabe?
Oh, don't even get me started, man. let me look for my wife.
It's like
She's like, I'm right here.
Hey, what did you buy? And you go,
I won this raffle. That's usually how it starts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell him I donated it to you.
All I can say is I sent the rabbit hole emoji to Gabe this week.
Do you have pictures of that, Gabe? What you got?
No, they're the Cybercraft helmets. First of all, I mean, we could go on their website, but so I ordered the 5 Bad Batch helmets, right? So we're actually going to be showing the latest one, right, Michael? The tech one. We're going to show it on the show. Yeah, they're really cool. They've been really responsive. I know that they were working with Michael on some stuff, and he's the one who kind of linked me up with them. And I know Joseph picked up those Bad Batch helmets, so I was like, man, I got some FOMO here, and I actually watched the series. I'm like, you guys,
Cool.
I watched it.
Forever, Gabe and I have been like, have you even seen it yet?
Oh wow!
There's Jeff.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jeff, can you
Those
grab
are
that Rex one? Is that possible to grab that? Because I've been thinking about getting a Rex one.
Yeah, hang on. I got to
Is
get
that
it
from
off.
Cyber-
dude, I didn't know
I'm
you
sorry.
had that
That's
figure
awesome.
case.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That case is awesome.
Hey, is that from the Doug guy?
No. So I got the vinyl. I think I got the vinyl from
From
Doug
that
or one of the
action
other
figure?
guys.
There's an
yeah.
action figure one.
Yeah, I got the vinyl, and then I contracted with a cabinet guy, and the cabinet guy was cussing every week. He was like, "This is the biggest pain in the ass I've ever had to deal with."
Let's see it. Go up to it.
Whatever.
I
Jeff,
think
I'm a cabinet maker too. I had my own cabinet shop for like 18 years. Give me a break.
What?
Yeah,
Grow up.
right. That's
That is
badass.
really cool.
Here, I think
That's
I
awesome.
still have pictures in my.
Hey, dude, you
Yeah.
got Jeff. I don't mean to inconvenience you, Jeff, but you're gonna have to get out of that chair, dude, and go. I want to see that.
Well, my camera's
Close up.
that's my only
I got
problem.
I got pictures, Michael. Hold on, I got a.
Yeah, he can throw pictures up.
Okay.
I'll get the
I mean-
Rex helmet.
I mean,
Thanks,
Wow.
man. If you don't want to, that's cool. I was just
No, it's
curious.
cool.
Oh, I
get it.
love the beasts on the bottom. You got
Yeah.
the dewback, the wampa,
oh,
Java.
dude, that's fucking. Excuse my
awesome.
language, everybody.
No, it's
That's
totally
badass.
appropriate when you see something like that. Oh, I've got the
Dude, I've never
Dianoga
seen
sitting
that.
in my
What
desk.
is that little dinosaur thing?
That's a Dianoga. I've got one.
Yeah, there you go.
Hold on to that for a minute. Hit that key for a minute.
Yeah.
Dude, I want you to. I'm telling you guys that is the coolest Star Wars display thing
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
that exists.
That
I
is
mean,
Yeah.
incredible.
Dude, and I love how it's vertical. Like that's the one thing for me because
me too. Me
yeah,
too.
I actually really like that it's vertical.
That's the one.
so
I like.
yeah, because Joey's was more rectangle, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And the
That
guy,
takes
the
up
guy
so
that
much
built this
space.
one, so the guy who built this one actually left me enough room on the bottom for the monsters, like the
No,
creatures.
that's great. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm trying to
So-
figure out with the probe droid because the only probe droid I ever got, the vintage one I had was with the turret and probot place.
That's
Is
that
the
one.
Same thing.
Yep,
It is.
that's
Okay.
the one. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't think that because it looks like it's something separate.
Jeff,
No,
I've got
that's
that.
the
Yeah,
one.
I've got that in the closet. I got to clean it up.
Yeah, it opens up. So it has like almost like a false door in the front. So it's a regular cabinet. It's just a square or a rectangle cabinet. And then he put a front on it
Right,
and then did a router around that edge where you see the
right,
vinyl.
right. Yeah.
So the only problem he did is you can kind of, it's hard to see it, but even if you see it on the left-hand side, see how there's more black on the left than
Oh,
there is
very
on the
good.
right?
Not a lot.
Yeah.
Right. But he was wicked pissed because he had to take the vinyl off like 3 times and reposition. And what he should have done is put the vinyl down. I tried to give him instructions, but he didn't want to listen. Put the vinyl down and then route right through the router around it.
Right.
How did he take the vinyl up without messing it up?
I don't know. I don't know.
Classy though, dude. So
What do you think you have in that?
Glass?
No wonder he was pissed.
Plexi. Yeah, it's just it's Lexon.
What? So did you buy the Lexon by yourself and everything?
No, he put it all together.
Wow.
The cabinet guy.
Yeah.
So what do you think you have cost in it, if you don't mind us asking?
$7.
Man, dude.
Yep. Local.
Yeah.
Including the figures?
Not the figures.
That's a deal if it included the figures.
Yeah.
Do you have all 96?
I have all of them. Yep.
Wow.
See, I never wanted to collect these in my later stages in life, but now seeing these, I want to get one.
They're badass, right? Do you have a vinyl cape, Jeff?
No, I do not have a vinyl cape. So I chose not to do the variations.
Okay, like the blue snaggletooth.
Well, I have blue. He's
Yeah.
up there on the second shelf on the left.
Good. Are these your original figures, or?
No, I sold off all my originals.
And that suck. I know what you're saying.
Because I was trying to, it sounds bad, I was trying to put stereo in my truck in high school, and I was like, yeah, I'll sell all these off.
Yeah, that's so crazy, man. I know. And
I
then
sold,
you look back at what
I
you
sold
sold
all
for.
my vintage stuff to go to a wrestling, like a WWF wrestling match. Like
That is the worst story
I
ever.
know, like in 8th grade or 7th grade or something like that. I was just
Oh,
like, I
man.
want to go to this WrestleMania or whatever it was.
Man,
So
I freaking love that.
Michael, what I'm working on now is I'm trying to get all the mini rigs now.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I love
Right.
the mini rigs when I was a kid. I got a handful here. Let me grab them real quick.
So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna like do a display like this for the mini rigs, or what?
Well, it's funny because I messaged the guy afterwards after the show, and I'm like, hey, do you do one for the mini rigs? And he's like, I can use this one. And so trying to talk to him a little bit, see what's going on with it, but I don't know. The other piece.
Sorry,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, so the other piece I'm working on is I have a Kenner, like an 11 by 14 Kenner picture, like their logo, and it has the little proof of purchase on the bottom right.
Yep.
And I've been working on like tracking down all the designers that are still at Kenner or still with Kenner or not, still alive basically, and getting them to sign.
Hey, don't be manhandling that so rough. You're making,
No, this is one of my childhood toys, man. It's
I
been
know.
well played with, but it's still in great shape.
Yeah, see, that's
the rings
awesome.
are still great.
Jeff, how long did it take you to get all those figures?
A couple of years.
I guess
I mean-
a better question should be, how much did it cost you to get all those
A
figures?
lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
the last 17 is a friggin' a mess.
Did you have the weapons for all of them too?
I think I'm missing 4 right
Yeah,
now.
it's crazy, right? I mean, just a blaster's $30, $40.
And then I have to ask you, over the last 18 months, did you get more done, more collected in that time than you did before? Or is it just kind of steady for you?
It's just kind of steady.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that is just
Wow.
freaking.
That's
It's so
96
bad. I'm gonna put that in my
there.
house.
yeah, it's awesome. I do like the guy. So the guy that has his, I like that he actually has those little plastic, the discs that they fit into the actual piece.
Yeah.
These are glass.
Yeah, it's like a glass shelf you got there. That's-
Yeah,
that's
these
still-
are glass
that was
shelves.
great.
Well, the other part with this one that I like is I bought the card. So the card backs are actually card backs. Like they're little cards, and I can shift these figures around anywhere I want.
Oh, nice. So it's not a vinyl like.
Not vinyl.
Okay, so it's not.
Yeah.
Dude, you're gonna. Hey, Jeff, on the side, you're gonna have to send me some close-up pics. I'll get you my contact. I'd love to see what you mean by that. How you, those each one of those, they just set up in there. I don't understand.
Yeah, so they have like a little clear stand, and then they pop into that little stand, and then you can move them from behind.
Oh, I understand. I understand.
I think Michael and Lee need to do a life-size one of this. 1-to-1.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
No, Mike
Yeah.
put one of these
Pull that
big
off
enough
for
for his
icon.
General Giant 12-inch vintage.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
badass,
That'd
right?
be cool,
That,
yeah.
The size
would
of a-
be cool.
That'd be the size of a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's okay.
that'd be
An
ridiculously
extent,
huge.
you can just make the gallery extension even bigger.
Yeah.
It's that whole bottom shelf, not right above the creatures. That whole row is friggin' ridiculous.
Yeah.
Does any of you guys have any of the Gentle Giant 12-inch?
I thought about getting them, but I decided against it just for space reasons. I mean, they're fantastic. Don't get me wrong.
They're awesome. I feel like I'm been just forgotten about now, you know.
Yeah,
and then David makes that comment, that guy didn't really like Star Wars. I'm like, oh, really? Well, I'm going to be talking to him when I get to Celebration. I'm
sorry. Rex.
Oh, nice.
There it is.
Oh, look at Jeff. Who made that, Jeff?
This is Cybercraft.
Cybercraft.
Oh, that is Cybercraft. Yeah. Oh, nice.
That is
Put it on the big screen.
Make Jeff
make them big.
I'm trying. Hold on. I'm trying.
There we go. Nice.
I love the way they paint their animated helmets, because they do the airbrush in such a way. I mean, it just looks really soft, and I mean, just like it shows up on the animated.
Yeah, it looks animated.
They're working on a real, and that's why I hit them up, because they have the animated one, but they're working on a realistic looking one.
I got an email saying something like that they're going to do one that's closer to what the Sideshow one or the Hot Toys one's going to look like, or realistic, or the animated. Jeff, that looks fantastic.
The only part I didn't like is the mesh on the. See how you can see?
It is kind of that is pretty big, yeah.
Yeah, like you can see through it.
That'd be cool though if you could put like a little wiring thing behind it. You know,
you could get Stormtrooper replacement one on eBay.
Is it plastic dipped on the inside, Jeff, or is that a liner?
No, he puts like felt. It's like a soft liner in it.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
On all his helmets.
Has it got a label inside too?
Jeez.
So do we call you Jeff Rex, Captain Jeff?
But I like them too because they're pretty roomy. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna display them, but I don't know.
There you go, Michael.
Yeah, I got a small head. That thing would just be like a bell on me.
You put padding in them.
I do want to find a gree though. I'm looking for a gree.
Fit on your big old melon, Michael.
So Jeff,
get your ass kicked.
I just got a gree.
Oh really?
Yeah, Master Replicas gree.
Oh yeah, see, I can't afford that right now.
Dude, I freaking love that action.
Dude, I know. I recently, I promised myself I was never gonna collect them, and then I ended up getting the 501st, and then the Ahsoka one.
Cool. The Ahsoka one. You have a gree, right, Gabe?
No, I didn't get the gree.
You didn't get the gree.
Can you talk about, Gabe, any studio scale models that you might be interested in getting, or that you might get?
So I did, so that's the other thing I purchased this last week. I got not my first, because obviously I have other studio stuff, but I got my buddy, our buddy Pete, hooked me up with his Icons TIE Fighter. And I was going back and forth, and I was like, okay, should I hold out for the EFX one or the Icons? But what I really like about the Icons is that it's made from the Pyro one. Yeah. So me and Lineage, like I'm all about that. So as soon as I heard that, I was like, all right, let's do the Icons. So
very cool.
So, yeah, man. Yeah. So that should be. So it's held up in transit right now. It's been about.
Do you have any pictures of that, Gabe?
I do. Let me.
I prefer that.
Here, Michael, look at this one. That one. Hold on, let me get them to light up. Oh.
There.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
What are those like? What are some of those EFX TIE Fighters, X-Wings, and things that they did going for now? What's the ballpark that those are at?
The EFX?
The X-Wing is insane money they want for it. Oh my God, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, are you talking about the models?
Yeah. I was curious because Jay was talking about the Icon one, but I was just curious about the other ones because I think I've seen more of the EFX ones than the Icons.
Yeah, well, the EFX ones were more recent. And when I bought mine, I think I got it for just under $1,000. Yeah, that's beautiful. It's awesome. That's the Icon. That's the one that you got from Pete.
That's actually the one. Yeah, that I got from Pete. And it comes with the case, and I love the base on the bottom.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I love that. So is that exactly the same size as the EFX, Gabe?
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, which is studio scale. Those are
what is it? 132, Michael? 130?
24.
124.
It is awesome that it comes with the case too. Like that they thought about like. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna put that, Gabe?
I have no idea, man. I gotta.
What are you gonna tell? Does Andy know? I'm just curious.
No, she doesn't know.
Gabe, I think you should stick with the stamps.
I know, right? I just ordered these.
Yeah.
Those are actually pretty cool, though, right? Those stamps.
They are really cool. Hey, look. That's another thing you guys don't know. I collect.
Looks really good, Gabe. Sorry,
currency. No, that's okay.
Yeah,
I actually just completed a collection of mine that I've been after for years. And that is, I don't know if you guys know anything about currency, but I got the education series notes from the United States from 1896.
Oh, wow.
The most beautiful U.S. currency ever made. They only lasted for a few years, though, because there was one that had a nude on the front, and the people who were extremely religious in the United States were just like, this, no, we can't have this. So they had this French artist come and design the bills. I mean, they're just gorgeous.
Nice.
Gabe, how many of these did they make?
1,977. So it's 1977.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah. And the plaque is like, looks like it's a metal, like a metallic type, like heavy plaque.
Stamp.
So yeah, you know, I mean, me and you have talked about this and about, you know, licensed products and stuff like that. And sometimes, like I said, I would actually prefer, I would lose a little bit of whatever, you know, authenticity or, you know, detail for it to be licensed. But then again, that's just me and my weird collecting head, you know?
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Well,
that's for sure.
I think the other thing too is once you start to know something, like, you know, the difference between this or that, or what's closer to the actual one, all of a sudden it, like, you can't let it go.
Yeah.
You'll see something, you're like, mine doesn't have that, and it needs to have that, and I can't have this. I need to get rid of it. I need to find the other, and it just drives you insane. I mean, we've been going back and forth, Gabe, about the Jedi training helmet, you know, with the comments.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
like,
that thing, man.
they have to be. They're the same. They're not symmetrical. It's the same print on both sides. And the more that you dig into it and start going through the photos of it, it drives you nuts that the stuff that's out there, you have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
You know, to have it right. It's wrong what's out there.
Yeah, we're gonna be printing out a little set for Scott. That way he could try it out on his.
Gabe's awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I took a Black Series helmet and just painted it white and then made the shield out of styrene just to get the shape and try to figure it out.
Oh, for the training helmet.
Yeah.
Dude, that's my favorite helmet that Gabe has. Yeah. Did you know that, Gabe? That's my favorite helmet.
Oh,
It's amazing.
Yeah, dude, I would love to see that, Scott.
I can grab it if you give me a second.
For the shield, right?
I haven't painted it. It's just white, but I can show you. So give me a second.
I want one to go with the Jedi remote, the ball. Just
that's how I kind of have it. Like, you can see
that's what started it, Jeff. The Jedi remote
was made from.
I shared that with with Scott. You know, just the way the lines that I kind of, I mean, I think I'm right on that. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but it just seems perfect. Like, as much as I try to put all the pictures together and try to match it, the lines are perfectly like matching the actual yellow goggles. So I guarantee I'm sure that's what they did.
What they did.
They probably took the goggles, they probably put some styrene over it, you know, and then just kind of, you know, melted it, or, you know.
Look at that.
Oh man, that looks great, Scott.
That's great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, this is just a Black Series. This was a wedge. I found another wedge, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and paint it. And then I just made this, again, out of styrene. I took some paper, folded it, because the goggles that are on it, I did the same thing. I had already done this, and then I read Gabe's thing that you follow the goggles. The goggles are the shape.
Yeah.
So the bends and everything. So once I did that and kind of folded it out on a piece of paper, then I could figure it out. And the problem I was having was, is it too short? Is it too long? What's going on?
That's hard.
Because you need to get that shape in the front so you can just barely see the sides, right?
Yep.
And I think that's about right. You know, it looks,
that's really good.
Oh, so that's what you mean, Gabe.
Man.
You're going to hook them up with the decals.
So, well, it's the stencils and the correct painting that's all on the side that I'll do.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean, it's just a Black Series. But
And I'll tell you what,
cool.
that's fantastic.
Bless
you, Gabe.
Thank you. That blast shield came out great, Scott.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Yeah, I might hit you up on, because I was thinking, I mean, I really like the way mine came out. I just don't like, there's a small gap, and I couldn't figure out.
At the top?
how to get rid of that gap.
Yeah, because it's like on this one, I don't know if one of these cameras, that's probably too tight. Let me go to
You
this
could probably just sell that shield front over on Etsy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So basically, I had to put a flat piece in here because if you really look at the photos that what is it, Star Wars something.com, that has the individual clips that you can go through. You know? Yeah, there you go. That's perfect, Matt.
Yeah.
I'm trying. It's like it won't focus.
But yeah,
This
that
is just
side.
the freaking Hasbro one.
Yeah, that side. You see how it's flat right there?
Yeah.
In fact, here, give me a second, because I don't have it glued in yet.
Hey,
Oh,
Harry.
there you go.
Ladies.
Perfect.
Hey, Eric.
Come on,
So
Harry.
you can see there's the shape. On the top, it's flat.
Oh, I see
Okay.
that. Okay.
And then, so what I did is I figured out each piece, and then I figured out how long it needed to be, which was like 9 3/4 or something like that for this helmet. And then I laid all the parts out and cut it out of the same piece. So when I made these curves, this is going to match to this because it's out of the same piece.
Yeah.
And then if you do it in styrene, you don't cut all the way through. You cut it like you're going to do it. You can just start to bend it and open it up and still keep it together.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I had to go back and because I kept messing with it, and I've got some spots that I left on it for putty because I figured it would help with the look of it when it's done. But I mean, that's it. This double piece in here to do it.
Yeah.
But that's it.
That came out great.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's where I'm.
Man.
Mine is different. Yeah, mine is just a straight piece. So I gotta get that little lip on the top.
You should just send it over here, Scott. It doesn't look very movie accurate.
Yeah.
Start a new
Sorry
one. Start
about that.
a new one.
Yeah.
Hey Jeff, I know you were saying about the mini rigs that that's your next deal. Do you have any of them yet?
Yeah, I got. It's funny because I went to a toy store and I bought the same one I thought I didn't have.
I've done that before.
Yeah, I was like, shit. So
Yeah.
I have.
Do you have any of the Power of the Force ones yet? Are you talking about those too?
Yeah, I've got the gray one that looks kind of like I don't know. It's got I don't know what the names of them. I got the red beam one.
Yeah.
I got one that the duplicate one I have is the one that Matt had earlier, and then I have that one where that's standing up like the tan looking one.
Yeah.
And then I also have the bubble one. Yeah, that one.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, that too.
Yeah, and I don't actually not that one. I have the other one. So
It's got the little grabber thing on the back, right? So you can put
Yeah.
something in the back.
What was neat about
Bosk.
this? Yeah, this is supposed to be Bosk's ship. I'm hoping that, like in the book of Boba Fett, Bosk shows up and he actually has this.
Hey,
Oh,
that's
that's
cool
very
shit
cool.
when they do that.
Yeah,
I love when they do that.
Well, the
That'd be
thing,
really cool.
I
They did
geeked
it,
out-
Mando.
I
They did it,
geeked out
Mando.
when they had the true transport.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
in
say.
Mando,
Yeah.
and I actually and then they made one in the vintage collection, and I like compared it to my vintage, the Imperial transport. It was a Sears version. It's the non-electronic one that I have. So I was just putting them side by side. It was like one of the first videos I did.
That's
And,
cool.
yeah, it was just so neat. And I mean, the detail they did on the new one, I was like,
Yeah, I
was
actually
nuts.
bought that toy.
Yeah,
Hey,
I got it sitting.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Here.
I got it at Best Buy of all places. Hey,
Yeah.
Jeff, did you see Jason Eaton's 6-scale rig he's building?
no.
Bro, yeah, that's
check
cool,
it out.
Matt. Yeah, you got to see it, dude. He's building it for the guy who actually built it.
really?
That worked for Kenner,
Yeah.
and he's almost done with it. But it's gonna actually, it spins. It's the Commando one, the Rebel Commando, the indoor ship.
Oh, that's
the
cool.
circle, right?
Yeah, it's badass. I mean, it's just really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to see some of his videos. I didn't know what it was at first, and then when because he does these short little videos and he doesn't really describe. I guess he thinks people all know. I'm like, dude, we're not on your level. You need to do, But anyway, it's really detailed. It's so cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I like it. I'll have
Hey
to go check
Harry,
it out.
how you doing, Harry?
What's up, Harry? I know. I know, right? Harry,
Harry, do you ever sleep, bro? I mean, I'm up at 2 in the morning,
bro. He's
in
wide
Australia.
awake when it's our nighttime.
I'm like the only Aussie. So,
No, this
yeah.
guy, dude, I talk to him in all hours of the day and night. Every time I look on Instagram, it says, on Harry's deal, it says active. So this guy's busy all the damn
Yeah.
time.
Well, they have to be. I mean,
Yeah.
they've got like giant spiders that will eat them and things like that out there. So you got to be. You always have to be
Yeah.
alert and be.
You got to
able
be on
to
your
That's
toes. It
hilarious.
could just be like a crocodile out the back and a
Exactly.
kangaroo at the front door, and
Right.
yeah,
Hey Harry, have you met Scott before?
Scott's, yeah, I guess I mean, Scott's always commenting on things. And I
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
huge fan
reply
of your
to
Vader,
Scott.
man. Your Vader and your RS,
Oh,
it's just amazing.
Dude,
Absolutely
you missed
amazing.
out on the
Thank you so
music,
much.
bro. We had Mando
I saw it.
playing.
I was there. No,
Oh my
I heard it.
gosh,
I heard
dude.
it. It was cool. It was so
That
cool.
was so awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Roland is an awesome product. So
Hey,
yeah.
hey, Scott, can you play the Superman theme, the original?
I don't know it, but I can
No.
figure it out for whenever this happens again.
I was
Definitely
gonna
figure it
no, because I was gonna bring up. Remember, so today I got my the Sideshow collectibles like monthly. You know, you get your monthly orders thing, and I'm like scrolling through it, and we were talking about it this last time about the that Superman, like the Christopher Reeve Superman. Did anyone
Yeah.
else order that? I know. I think
Yes.
this
Yes.
top row pretty much.
We
right?
all did. Yeah.
Yeah, did anyone? Okay, so I want to play because Michael wasn't sure what we were talking about, and I guess the head sculpt ended up being kind of funky. But
Oh yeah. We didn't finish that.
yeah,
actually.
so I'm
where,
trying
where did David go? Because he wanted to talk about this too.
he was feeling
Yeah.
he was
Yeah,
feeling
he's
a
not
little,
feeling
a
too
little
good.
under the weather.
Bye,
Oh.
David. By the way, I just texted him. It's not going through his phone, but it's like, dude, I just realized David's not here.
Yeah.
What happened to David?
So let me pull it up because I need some to really think if I'm gonna cancel this or keep.
Oh, I'm canceling mine. It's
Are you?
yeah.
So okay, let's look at this.
Terrible,
Let's
man.
look at
Take a
Well, I
look.
think most of us here think of Superman. We think of Christopher Reeve first.
Absolutely.
especially
Yeah,
if
what's
you're in
wrong
our
with it
art
though?
group.
What's
Yeah.
wrong
Look
with
at
it?
his face.
I
mean, it's okay. It's not awful.
not
I
too
I
bad.
had I had
No,
the
Kind of a weird
first
smirk, but
edition,
other than that, it's
Christopher
not.
Reeve,
That
where it
looks
had
good.
the water on the base, and it was way worse than this. So
Gabe. Now these pictures look different to what we saw the other day when we looked actually on the page.
this is on Sideshow.
That's their site. That's the
The
prototype.
what? That's the prototype. That's not the finished one. What did we
Where's
see?
the finished one?
Yeah. See, just remember you
that's
saw
okay.
you saw one angle, right? That, and this is the problem with it. You probably saw that one where he kind of looks like he's about to cry.
Well, that's what I'm saying because I started looking through it and I was like, well, it's not that bad. So I wanted to see what everyone was kind of upset about.
I think the prototype for the Dark Side Collectibles third scale is superior, but I don't know if that's ever going to get made or released.
I'd
And
love
it's
to
the
see
third
that.
scale, so it's bigger.
Damn, I would love to
like
have a
that
third
statue.
scale.
I think this quarter scale is fine. Gabe, I just sent you some photos of my old one, the first edition. It's way worse. So they've come a long way, I think.
Damn,
Did you
Joseph,
send it
the
on-
third
on-
scale. I would love to see it. Do they have pictures of it?
Yeah, I sent a picture to the group. Gabe, do you have it?
On
I can
Facebook.
try and resend it. Hold on. Let me send it to you directly.
Because if
send
I
it to-
knew they didn't do a
excellent.
third scale, I would cancel and get that third scale for sure.
Well, the problem is I just don't know if they're gonna do it. Yeah, here it is.
Let's see. Let me.
I'm
pull up
sending
Harry.
it to you right now, Gabe.
Oh yeah, that's horrible, Harry.
I
Yeah.
can't do that. Okay.
So I had the original one. So look at that in comparison. It's just, oh.
Oops.
So I think, from what you're getting nowadays, it's not too bad. This doesn't even look like Christopher Reeve. Yeah.
You got
Got
videos?
little
or-
legs.
That 89 cal is freaking awesome, man.
Oh, that
Here.
that cowl is nice, but that Superman is really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
real
really bad.
There you go, Gabe. I just sent him to you.
Wow. What's up with his forehead?
And the lips were wrong and everything was just wrong. So yeah, I sold
I missed
piece.
that. Sorry, Harry. I was looking for the other pictures, but
Dude, I love that freaking X-Wing pilot gear loop.
oh yeah,
RG.
that looks
It's-
awesome.
Harry,
Thanks, man.
man, it's
I love it.
badass.
The problem with
Okay,
this
here
one
you
is
go,
that
Michael.
the pictures are still kind of like it's a rendering, right? It's probably
Yeah, see, that's the problem. It's not.
Yeah, I understand.
But
Yeah.
but the problem
But-
is with Dark Side Collectibles. I mean, I don't know anything that they've actually done. Right? There are 2 pieces that have been out for pre-order that you could get through Sideshow. Both of them are Star Trek pieces, and neither one of them has been produced yet. The Spock has been on pre-order for like risky. 3 years.
Seems a little risky, if you ask me.
Well, I mean, here's the thing:
Like,
you're pre-ordering.
if you're betting on that,
you're ordering it through Sideshow, though. So it's I mean, if it never gets produced, it's not like they're not going to give you your money back.
Right.
Yeah.
You know who's killing it right now is Michael over. Super freaking classy dude at NYC. He does those statues. I just paid for mine yesterday, I think yesterday it's already shipped out. I don't know, but the 8D8 droid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean those things are huge, man. His stuff, but he's cranking them out, and the orders. When I placed the order, dude, it's only been a couple months, and it's already shipping out.
Wow.
Well,
it's like they sell out quick. Didn't he list a Padme today, and it was out within a couple hours? Or something,
every time. Yeah.
That Padme.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing with the NYC statues is that he does beautiful work in the sense that the statues themselves have presence, and if it's a creature or a robot or whatever, they look amazing. But when the face sculpts, I don't know, I've never seen one in person, but from the pictures like that Padme, for example.
Yeah, it's hard.
There was a little resemblance to Natalie Portman, but it was really tough. I wasn't 100% sold on the face.
Yeah.
So,
I know he's had to cater to all the fans out there, but
but it's hard to do human. It's hard to do human faces, though.
I
mean, I was just going to say that statue form versus like Hot Toys.
Yeah. Well, Sideshow,
there's never
for
a comparison.
Sideshow doesn't do the greatest job. Have you seen Sideshow's Han Solo? I mean, their premium format Han Solo. I mean, the face is it has this weird melted.
Michael at NYC smokes their doors, I think.
Yeah, but if you go to a company like Prime One, their face sculpts are they look so realistic.
If you can just get the damn things.
Well, Prime One doesn't, they don't do Star Wars.
No, but I'm talking about Terminator, man. I've been paid in full for years now, dude. I want my shit. So.
Yeah.
Sean Sohn said Padme sold out in 45 minutes.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, that one's not good at all.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one either. No.
So the eyes look off on that.
And the gun is good.
So the
gun, that's definitely Harrison Ford's hand. I mean, it just
there you go.
Nailed the hand.
They got it.
Hand is spot on. Yeah.
I ordered a Stormtrooper from NYC too.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh no, this is the thing. When it comes to their armored,
they got a helmet on.
That hair Luke, that's way too dark.
Oh, what's the matter with Luke?
Yeah, he's like.
Yeah, I have him. I've got him.
That's weird.
Got some hair coloring.
He's like on a bad acid trip or something.
Man, that's a major problem. That Luke right there. You have to put the pistol in. It's very difficult to make that lightsaber work. It like breaks. It's junk.
Yeah,
that face sculpt is awful.
Yeah,
like I have some old Sideshow like Obi-Wans. Like I have like Phantom Menace Obi-Wan. Pretty much all of them that they made. But this is like back like 2007 or so. And the one it's of A New Hope, it looks just like Alec Guinness. They did a great job on it. Then the Ewan McGregor ones look great too.
Yeah.
And I also have the Revenge of the Sith Anakin as well, and it looks great. And these are older ones.
I will tell you who did a fantastic job on a Star Wars statue in terms of likeness and face sculpt is that the XM Studios Luke from Empire, where he's climbing out of the
snow. Yeah, that one is awesome.
Yeah,
dude, I might
Tuesday.
Get this one.
Get that Tuesday on Joseph.
That's badass, right, Gabe?
I get that Tuesday. That XM Luke.
Oh, you do?
Oh, you got it?
You're gonna love it. You gotta text me and let me know what you think of it.
Dude, I love that. Did you get a good deal on yours? So I know they're like anywhere from $850 to $1,600.
I got it for 800 shipped.
Dang, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get that one too.
Yeah, it's
Michael,
beautiful.
this show is costing you a fortune.
What are you talking about? That's what else? Oh, the action figure thing. Hey, we kind of got off topic, but on that action figure thing, Jeff, I reached. I don't know who the original guy was. I know the guy was in Europe, the original, but I know there's a lot of copycat dudes, and the guy that I reached out to is the one who did it for Joey, and I messaged him this morning. I haven't heard back from him, but I definitely, I'd like to talk to the guy who originally did them. I don't know if he just got tired of it or what happened.
I love this piece.
I gotta try and find the guy that I originally talked to, because it's been I've had it for a little over a year now.
I think the guy I talked to initially was the action figure one, AFA or whatever.
Yeah, and you can buy these card backs. I'll send you the link, or I'll post it to the group. But you can buy the card backs. The guy was doing them on Etsy, and they're thick cardboard too.
So you got to buy. Do you buy the whole set of figures or what?
You can buy variations. You can buy a full run.
Are they expensive?
No, he's not too bad.
Huh.
So, not in the grand scheme of things for the people that are on the call.
Right.
So,
I understand. Yeah, I have that Yoda. That's a good one. The legendary scale Yoda.
That to me is the best Yoda.
I have that one. So my dining room table.
Yeah,
I got that one too, boxed up in the basement right now, waiting for the office to be done.
I wanted to build.
Right?
We were talking about the life size thing. I wanted to do just maybe a half scale with his house with him and blend it, because the statue's kind of the base is. So I'd like to blend his body into the swamp with his house in the background. Half scale. So Michael, I almost went, and I don't have any affiliation with him, but I almost want to send the base over to that guy for the Stan Arts guy and have him repaint the base. The guy that did the Tauntaun for me. Yeah.
Talk to him and have him repaint the base.
Yeah.
It's just as bad. Base is bad.
Yeah.
You're doing a half scale again now, Michael?
What? Say it again.
You're doing the half scale now? I thought you was going full.
I don't know what I'm going to be doing with all that, because it just takes so much room, because what I'm trying to do is get the clutter down here in my main gallery, and now I'm wanting to do all these dioramas in the 6 scale, so I don't know yet what I'm going to do. So it's kind of on hold right now.
6,000 square feet.
Gabe,
Gabe.
That is the biggest missed opportunity for Sideshow right there, is that they didn't light those sabers.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean,
they didn't light up.
They don't light up. It would have been spectacular had they lit up. With the compact fluorescence that they used to do.
Well, there's a guy, I remember seeing this on Justin's Collectibles, where he was reviewing a new person that was doing the lightsabers like that light up that didn't have that little weird filament tip, right?
Yeah.
I wonder how hard it would be to try and get in there, and it's just running the wire at that point.
You would have to run the wire. You'd have to drill all the way through his arm.
You're not going to be able to put that in the arm.
Wait,
no, I wouldn't put it in the arm. I would just put it, because the lightsaber comes done with the wire coming out of it, and all you have to do is just, if he has his cape on, that would kind of eliminate some of it,
Okay, so you said that Justin showed a guy that doesn't have the filament tip at the...
Yeah, he did a review on just a couple of the little lightsabers, and they're set up for Hot Toys.
Yeah,
right?
Because there's a guy named Chris Custom Sabers who does that.
And I've seen those, and those are great, but I think this is a different person,
Oh, man, if you can find the episode or please, if you could message me, I'd love to, because I have about 200 Hot Toys figures, and a lot of them are Star Wars, but I would love to be able to light the sabers on this.
Yeah. So again, I think they come already pre-done with the saber, but I'll find that link. I'll get it to you.
Okay.
Hey, Gabe.
Thank you.
You should let me share the screen for Michael.
Which one? The
Kenner
go for
one.
it. Oh, this. Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Who's that? Who signed it?
Yeah, so these are some of the designers that actually designed the toys for Kenner.
That's
like
cool.
That's really
the guy right in the middle is Jim Swazinger. He's
the guy still there, the main one.
Yeah, he's like the main guy.
Yeah.
The guy on the top left is the guy that came up with the early bird, right? Where they didn't have the figures ready to go.
Where did you get all this at?
I basically found some of these guys I found on LinkedIn and just sent them a note and said, "Hey, I've been a huge fan for years and years since my whole lifetime, and love to have your signature on a."
So you sent this card to each individual?
Yep.
Bro, that is
cool,
unbelievable.
That's really cool, Jeff.
Yeah, so I'm pretty happy about it. COVID really slowed it down because I had 3 other people lined up to sign it, and they basically gave up on it because they were just like, I can't right now. And these people have their own big lives now. So like the guy on the right hand side, bottom right, he's the guy that came up with the alien concept. He lives in Massachusetts.
Oh wow!
Like the alien.
Are you going to put this in a really nice frame?
Yeah, I have it in a. So I have 4 of these. I sent them 4 pictures because 2 guys wanted to work on it too with me together. But I'm just going to put it in a white matted frame, and then put it above the actual toys.
That's
right.
How long did it take to get all of those?
Very nice.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Very cool.
There's nothing like when somebody does something that's original, bro.
Yeah, I like to. It's pretty cool. Oh, the top guy on the right, you can't read. He's the actual original photographer. Kim Simmons.
Oh, that's who you had on the show, right?
Yeah.
We had Kim. Yeah, we had Kim on the show a couple months ago.
Yeah, top right. He's on there. Original photographer.
Awesome. That guy's so
Hey, Jeff,
nice.
How long did that take to get them all signed?
Probably a little over a year and a half, just to get these guys on there.
How did you find them, Jeff?
Wow.
There's a I'll have to dig it up. I have a lot of my stuff like in packaging. That's why I can't give you all the names and stuff. But I have a book there's a book that actually somebody produced.
Is it called Building an Empire?
That's it.
Yeah, I have that book. It's really good.
And those guys, they're very, obviously they're very careful about their sources on who they talk to. They're not going to give you people's names.
Right.
But a lot of these people, they love to have conversations. Like Ed, the guy on the top left, he loves that people just still identify him as a Kenner person.
I wonder if the one that Jason Eaton's building is for one of these guys. Might be. So we've got a friend, the friend of Jason and Mike Salzo's building my big Star Destroyer. They're really good friends with one of the guys that works now with HasLab and whatnot. So I'd like to have him on our show.
He's involved with the Razor Crest.
Yes.
Yeah, the production. Hey guys, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna have to jump off, but it's been a wonderful pleasure as always to see you all and be with you and share all of this. I'm looking forward to when we can do it again.
Absolutely.
Great meeting you, Joseph.
See you, Joseph.
Great meeting you, Joseph. Take care.
Joseph.
Have a good night, Joseph.
Talk to you soon.
Tomorrow.
We'll see. Talk to you tomorrow.
Later, brother.
I'm getting the hook too, so it's 12:08 for me. So.
Oh yeah. No. You
so
go for it.
So real quick, Jeff, before you get off, dude, me and you got a little thing going here. So how far are you from from New Haven now? Really, New Haven?
I'd have to look it up again. It's probably like 2. It's probably 2.
Well, bro, I'm coming up there on the 21st. Hey, have you heard what's that Peeps Pizza? Have you heard of them?
I haven't heard of that.
They're like supposed to be like one of the best pizza places in.
Best salad.
Shut up, Lee. Lee, shut up, dude. So it's supposedly like the best pizza out there, dude. Like U.S. and U.S. I'll be
if they have puffy tacos, though.
That's right.
If it's not in New York, it's not. That's not accurate. Like,
hey, Jeff. So I'm flying up there on a Thursday, and I'm going to hang out with my boy Mike for, the rest of that afternoon, and then I'm going to get on the road. So let's look and see. Maybe we can meet up.
Yeah, shoot me a message.
For sure.
All right, try and get one of those Kenner prints from me, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
talk about it.
That's what
That's cool. That's cool. That's original shit, dude. Keep it.
Yeah, man. So,
Jeff,
all right, guys.
Take care,
All
bro.
right, Jeff.
Been great.
We're going man.
See you.
That's really cool.
Yeah, man. That is really cool.
That was a great idea.
Yeah, man, it's original.
Who
Yeah,
else had to
I
wait?
got to get those books from Kim.
I was gonna say, who else had to wait like a year and a half after the movie to get the toys?
What are you talking about?
The original Kenner toys that came out.
So that was
took
my
took like a year and a half, you know.
Yeah, it was. I got my first figures. I still remember. I still got them actually. We were doing a cross country trip in '70. Yeah, it was like '78, and it was like the first day of the trip. You know, it was because we're driving everywhere. Yeah. It was like so. I was kind of bored in the back of the car, and my parents pulled out Star Wars figure, and I'd wanted them forever. And so I got Luke and a Tusken Raider. My sister had a Chewbacca. My brother got the R2-D2 and C-3PO, which are now all mine now.
Nice.
But those were my first ones.
Mm-hmm. I was just curious.
Did you get the card? Like, did you get the?
There wasn't the early bird kit or any of that. No, it was before that. It was. It was after that actually. Before that, because my parents didn't do that for me, you know. And that year, but
yeah, I didn't.
It was after they were actually out on the pegs that they got them.
That's cool.
Lee, what are you laughing at, Lee?
I know. Are you sending naughty pictures to Michael?
Yeah, hey, don't
you guys always do that.
They know it was secret, Michael.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
We already know. We know you're sending naughty pictures.
Hey, your background, Lee, is looking a lot more
page 3
now.
girls to.
Yeah.
Hey, I was just going to tell you, Matt. So, you know, Star Wars was out for over a year when it first came out.
Yeah.
And it was later that I got to see it. You know, some people that lived in the apartment complex, family took me to see it with them. And then I was hooked after that, you know. So I was, when the early bird stuff came out, I wasn't prepared, you know, but.
Oh no, it was when Star Wars first came out, it was, it was kind of neat. It's just one of my best memories of like my dad because
that's cool.
Well, it was, because he took me. We were on vacation, like on the Jersey Shore. We used to go down there in the summer for like a week, and it was playing. It was playing there because that wasn't. I mean, when it first came out, it wasn't in a lot of theaters yet.
Right.
I mean, then Fox had to really catch up with it. So we were out on the Jersey Shore, and it was like one night we're going to go see Star Wars. So my dad took me, my brother, my cousin Dave, and all that. We're all go to the theater, and I mean, just sitting next to my dad, just a little 6-year-old me, and. You know, he's reading the opening crawl to me because I couldn't read that fast yet, you know, kind of thing. I thought the stormtroopers were the good guys because they were wearing white because I had no clue what we were watching yet. And I was just like, and then Darth Vader showed up and I was like, oh, I'm rooting for the Rams. Just when he walked through the door.
He's mean.
Yeah. So it's because like my dad passed early this year and it was like, it's one of those things.
Sorry, man.
I
just lost mine 2 weeks ago.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, man. Yeah,
I feel you. I feel you, bro.
Well, my dad retired at like 55 because he thought he was going to be dead by 65 because his dad died at like 61. You know, his dad died. His mom died before I was born, kind of thing. And you know, he lived to be 81. You know, he would have been 82 this July, but you know, so he lasted a lot longer than he thought he was.
Yeah,
he had a good retirement then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Did either one of you guys? Scott or Matt, not to get too personal, but I'm just that was it COVID.
No.
I think there was something else going on, and that may have helped with things because it was kind of a weird up and down as far as my mom texts me or calls me. I had to call the ambulance on your father. He just collapsed, and
Jesus.
Then he's doing fine. And then it's okay, not so good, but doing fine, doing better. And of course, you can't go into hospitals now.
Right.
Like when you were talking about what was going on with Denise, dude, I was like, no, this cannot happen here.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Scott.
Because we had just gone through what we were going through. And then all of a sudden I get a phone call from my mother saying, your father's dying. I'm on my way to the hospital.
Jesus.
It was just like, where did that come from? Because everything that we were hearing was like, okay, a little tough, but he's doing so much better. He'll be there a little while, but he's doing so much better till that. And it was more of a shock, I think, on our side with the whole thing.
It blows me away how much I'm hearing, and that's why, because Denise was home from a Friday to a Friday, and I thought, there's no way I'm going to let it, because you hear these horror stories that you don't want them going to the hospital,
right.
And I've got Lee and Joseph and everybody saying, bro, you need to get her to the hospital. And I was scared, but if I wouldn't have, But like Kurt Kuhn, who's been on our show, he had it, and he told me if he wouldn't have got out of the hospital, he would have died. I mean, he made himself. He told them, "I'm leaving," So
I caught it back in March, and I didn't honestly, it was like I was sick for 10 days, and I couldn't eat for a week.
You have a strong
it was just uncomfortable
immunity, Yeah.
And I mean, I'm the guy. Like, well, I when I was a kid, because growing up in New York, I swam in the Hudson River as a kid. I mean, I have an immune system that has been forged in the fires of raw sewage and radiation.
And I definitely don't want to talk about COVID this whole time, but I'm sorry about that. But yeah.
No, but that's kind of interesting that you bring that up because, when we were kids, I mean, I used to ride my bike to the next city over, right?
Exactly,
where I grew.
bro,
if I had a kid today, it'd be like, you're not going past the end of the street.
Dude, it's exactly the way it is. I saw today 3 little kids with their father following them in a car with them on their bicycles just so they could ride their. And we live out in, and it's crazy nowadays. It sucks to be a kid nowadays, bro.
I think of all the crap we got through when we were kids.
You guys don't want to be where I am right now.
No.
Are you allowed out of the house?
We're the most locked down city in the world now.
That's ridiculous.
And there's cops with rubber bullets shooting people in the street.
Yeah, I've seen the videos. It's horrendous.
I don't want to go into it. But
come on over here and have puppy tacos.
Well, it's like, did anybody else go through just be home when it's dark or when the street lights come on?
Yeah,
it didn't really matter where
we didn't have street lights in my neighborhood as a kid. It was my mom would yell.
I was always the idiot that was standing under the street light that was broken, going. No.
That's cool, Scott.
That's not an idiot. That's smart.
Hey, Lee, your background's looking a lot cleaner.
I know.
Yeah, dude. I just sent Gabe some
that's what I was
pictures
going to show.
So I just moved
Look at
everything.
Man, I want that K2SO.
Let's show you the before.
And your McCreary.
Oh, jeez. Well, it's like, didn't you just start unpacking that half scale Imperial droid, Lee?
That teddy bear that you just saw, I've had him since the day I was born. That's why I still have that teddy bear.
Yeah, I've got one too.
You big puss. Hey, Gabe, he sleeps with that damn thing. It's okay, though.
Yeah, so everything got moved out a year in the garage, and it's all in this. This is my son's room right now. I'm having to play Tetris in the house until.
Where's the EFX McCreary helmet?
It is underneath.
TikTok. You
gotta watch the stalker there on TikTok.
I don't even know how that came up on you. Did I send that to you?
He's gonna start talking about liking candles again.
No, that was
the Macquarie helmet is in the closet there, Michael.
What's that?
The Macquarie helmet is it? Yeah, it's underneath that. I was going to point it out in that picture, but one of Gabe's TikTok teenage friends came up and said,
"Here, let me pull it up. Hold on.
Really?
Where is
crazy,
it?
Lee?
In the first picture, second picture?
I'd have to pull them up.
Hey, while they're pulling that up, Harry, what's up? Why is it that way? Is it locked down? So you can't get out and go to a restaurant right now?
Oh God, no way.
Why?
Australia's
no
bad.
way.
Australia's real bad.
So I live in Melbourne, Australia, and
is it a political thing? Obviously,
yeah. Our premier here has just locked down our city for a very, very, very long time. I think we're up to like 230 something days now in lockdown. We've got a curfew from 9 p.m. till 5 a.m. So if you go out after 9, you can just get bloody arrested. It's awful. Yeah. So I haven't gone to a shopping center, restaurant.
Like how do you move? You're not allowed to go out of your street?
Months.
Hairdressers.
There's hairdressers.
Hey, so can you go to? How do you get groceries and stuff?
So only one person from a household can get groceries. And we've got a 5-kilometer radius of our house that we can do exercise in, but that's it. And you can only go out if it's permitted work. So now it's mandatory to get the vaccine to go to work if you're a permitted worker. And I work in automotive, so I had to get the jab today. Yeah. So you can imagine, like, we don't have free rights like you guys do in America. It's like you do what the government says, otherwise you get arrested. And all the protests here that are happening, you're actually not legally allowed to like protest. So that's why there's cops just slamming people on the ground, arresting them. So
I saw a video
Yeah,
of a guy so just not wearing it was wearing a
that's
mask or somewhere, and a
illegal?
cop just came up and body slammed him. It was
yeah,
crazy.
it's happening all
Dude,
the
those
time.
cops need to
So,
come to Texas.
That
I was
happens.
gonna say,
yeah.
I was like,
happens in the United
if
States
they were
every
trying to
day.
do that here,
Yeah,
we're gonna start talking about another collection I have.
Yeah,
I don't really it doesn't really bother me because I like to be home and do all this
for
stuff.
sure.
So
Just
for me,
add all the
it's-
people that have gone out of business because of it, you know?
Yeah, I've
that's
been
one of
very
the things that really
fortunate. So
sucks,
I've been able to just work this whole time. I'm reduced working hours, but yeah, like you said, a lot of people lost their jobs and livelihoods.
And
so-
luckily, us little nerdballs have Star Wars and us friendships and
I know, right?
collection wars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, hang in there, Harry. Dang, so it's almost a year, man. Maybe.
Oh, it's been longer. It's
It's longer than
it's
a
been-
year.
Yeah. We've been in lockdown like since the start, basically. We've
Is that
come
your
out
home?
and
Is that your home, Harry?
yeah. This is the place we bought. So
No, I
but,
know that's your house, but I mean, is like Australia? Is that where you're born and raised? And
yeah.
No, he's from France. Can he tell the accent?
hey, shut the hell up, Lee. I don't talk to you.
That hillbilly.
Well, I was gonna say,
look at
Harry,
you.
you have a
We're-
life-size Vader and Stormtrooper and all that other stuff. So
I've got nothing
there.
to complain about. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
That's right.
exactly.
Yeah, man, that
And then-
sucks. Yeah.
yeah.
Hope it changes.
People wouldn't know that Lee's from Kansas City, you know?
That's right. Well, I'm in Wichita, Kansas. Born
Yeah,
and
I'm
raised.
so jealous of you
That's
guys
where
being able
that's
to
where the
meet
accent. I
up.
couldn't
I think
pinpoint your accent, Lee. And I was, oh,
The garage.
Texas. Got it.
Wichita.
one day I'd love to come and meet you guys in person. It'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Celebration,
man,
hopefully.
anytime.
Yeah, celebration, Harry.
There you go.
Michael,
No,
any-
Lee. Lee, let me tell you something. I will come to you and let you know when I hear, okay? I don't want to hear you. Don't bring it up to me again, dude. I'm working on it, all right? Jeez.
I'm panicking. I'm
I
panicking.
know you're in panic mode.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll get you in.
Hey, Scott. I know
Yeah,
because you're local.
go.
Are you planning on going to the little Comic-Con in November?
I don't know. I mean, so many things that I've seen that we were supposed to do have been either stopped, put on hold, or moved back.
No.
There's a major event that we do every year for music, which is the NAMM show,
Yeah.
which is National Association of Music Merchants.
Yeah.
And it got canceled last year because of everything.
Right.
And then we kept wondering if it was going to be on this year because it's always in January, maybe beginning of February, but usually January. They pushed it back to June. So, and it's sounding like still there's a lot of people pulling out. I mean, I heard that the New York Comic-Con, a lot of people were pulling out of that one too.
Yeah.
And it's like, where are we going? Are we going to a point to where everything's going to be virtual now?
No kidding.
Is
It's like
it
a
gonna,
habit. Yeah.
we're going to have to wait for
Yeah.
things to kick back up how many years later?
Yeah.
Well, I noticed
Once-
all the
once they realize
like
there's a lot-
conventions. Yeah, sorry. I noticed all the conventions, like all the celebrities are taking photos with like
Yeah.
perspex. You know,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
with the glass.
of
They just
everything, and
had-
you don't even meet them.
Yeah,
No.
they had back in August here in Colorado, the Colorado Springs Comic Con they had. And they had I didn't get to go, it was my wife's birthday but the
Darn it.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
why.
It was okay. Well, we went a couple years back when Billy D. Williams was here. That was really
Nice.
cool. And
Matt,
I
where
got to
you
meet him.
located?
Colorado Springs.
Oh, I used to live in Cheyenne, Wyoming, man.
I was
Oh,
stationed at
great.
stationed at F.E. Warren for 4
Oh, no
years.
kidding.
And I lived in Fort Collins and drove up there because I just wasn't into the rodeo enough to live in Cheyenne.
Oh, yeah. I stood out like a sore thumb for 15 years. Trust me. I love Fort Collins. That's a great city.
Yeah,
man.
it is really nice. New Belgium breweries there. If you're
Yeah.
ever in Colorado and you're in Fort Collins, I recommend going there. They don't just sit there. It's not like going to like the Budweiser brewery, the Coors brewery in Golden, where they just talk about the nuts and bolts of making beer.
Mhm.
They talk about how our company is like 90% wind powered, and and they go through all. They have like all these different contests. If you're there for a year, you get one of their bikes. They have like these mountain bike things. If you look at one of the brands of beers called Fat Tire. It's the one that makes them the most money, and they have a picture of the bike on the label. And everybody who works there for like a year, they get one of those bikes.
Oh, that's funny.
But the tour is great.
Like
they talk about the different contests and stuff. Yeah, I love their 1554, their darker beer. Because if beer's letting light through it, it's not worth drinking.
Did you ever go to R&B Burrito in Cheyenne? You must have.
Yeah.
Best
My favorite
burrito
part of
ever.
Cheyenne though was kind of seeing it in my rearview window on the way out, because it was like I just
That's
got
how I
off
felt
alert.
when I left after 15 years.
I just wanted to go and I just wanted to go home and shower because I'd been in a missile silo for 36 hours. So it was like,
Right.
Sean, you can't wear helmets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
was gonna
think
say,
it
why
was-
can't
you
wear
guys
a
aren't
helmet?
supposed to take your buckets off.
You would think that that's safer, right?
Mhm.
You're wearing extra protection to not spread.
I did that as a joke at work because I work on a military base now as a contractor, and they reinstituted everybody had to wear masks again. So as a joke, I brought in my first order TK helmet. Or at first I brought the Mando helmet in, and I just popped it on my head and walked over to my program manager. It was just like sitting there with my helmet on. And everybody got a good laugh
Why
out of
not?
it. And then and then I kept bringing in the first order TK because it's a lot lighter. It's a little roomier.
That's funny.
But yeah, so I ended up getting tickets just because I was like, wow, let's see what
Let's
this
see
is
what
all-
happens,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's see what happens, because at least it'll be a nice indication of what celebration might look like.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm worried about too, right? Is because that celebration's what, in April? I mean, that's not that far
May.
away.
May.
May.
My
That's still-
birthday.
yeah, that's definitely
My
not
birthday
that
weekend.
far from now. So I'm trying to see what exactly is going to look like, right? Because for like Comic-Con, you have to show proof of, like vaccination and or negative test and all that. And again, like Sean said, they're not letting people wear helmets. They're not, which is that's kind of weird to me.
That
That-
seems stupid.
yeah, that seems like they.
Okay, and that's where they're not able to wear helmets. Where was that, Matt? That was in the Denver one.
No, I think he's saying about the
No.
San Diego
No.
Comic-Con.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
that wasn't
Oh,
here.
sorry. Yeah, no,
here
Sean.
we're fine. I mean, it's outside of the military base. We're not doing anything. I mean, you'll see like certain stores, their employees are all masked up. Grocery stores kind of like that, but there's no real requirements here.
Yeah.
And
then, hey Lee, did you sorry to cut you off. Lee, did you get that? Did you get that Endo arm?
Not yet.
Because they're here in Australia.
Oh, they just got there.
Yeah, pop culture have got them.
Oh yeah,
the new
Pop
one.
Culture
that
got 'em?
moves.
It says shipping in October. So
Dude,
the irony of it all, or they sent me a message. They said, "Congrats!" or great news is you're getting it earlier than we expected, and I've been waiting 3 years.
Yeah, that took ages, man. Like I was about to pre-order that at the beginning, and it was just so slow. And
are you gonna get it now?
No, it's expensive, man. I paid 1/3 of the price for my static one, the HCG one.
But it comes with the brain. That price comes with the brain chip, though. It comes with a chip too, Harry.
It's when you take the glass, you have to take the acrylic shroud off to press the button.
Badass.
Exactly.
Hell
yes.
Man,
Sorry.
you need to be there every time we show a prop to play the music.
I know, right?
Hey, check it out. So, like, you know how Jay Leno and all these other guys, have their
band.
Yeah, he's gonna be my. So we're gonna need you every Saturday night, bro.
Well, what do we have? Hold on. Okay, so we've got Halloween coming up, right?
Oh, fucking badass!
That is awesome.
I could play that. Yeah,
That's Denise's favorite movie.
Or the other one?
Oh,
that's
Amityville
Exorcist.
Horror.
Exorcist.
Oh,
Exorcist.
Exorcist. Yeah.
Tubular bells, hell yeah.
So
Harry, so what do you
That
say?
is
You
a
have
cool
to
prop,
take
though.
the acrylic off to do the
Yeah.
arm moving function?
Yeah, so you have to take the acrylic off it every time you want to show off the animatronics,
Ooh.
which to me kind of defeats the purpose. Well, it's just annoying because the whole thing shakes like crazy.
Oh, you have
Like-
it already?
No. I was
it
watching the demonstration videos
It's
from Pop Culture.
violent. It's violent
and-
the way it moves for sure.
So when you press the buttons on the remote, it like shakes the whole like, and the whole thing like freaking shakes around.
You think it's
like,
going to be a problem?
I think it's going to be a little bit of a gimmick to me. I think it's one of those things you'll use once or twice, or when
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
comes over, and then you'll
Yeah.
never touch it again, and it will seize.
Yeah, I get you.
So
I
that's
ordered
why
it.
I'm kind of like, I
Did
don't
you
know.
order it, Michael?
What's that?
Did you order this?
So after Lee was telling me about it, I had just got my life-size Terminator, and I figured with the life-size, the amount of points that I had left over, it's going to be like $800, $900. So I was going to use that towards this, but then it said join the wait list. So I just decided to hold off. Yeah.
So you can get them from Pop Culture now. They got them in stock, ready to go. But
Okay.
I paid
I
$850 for mine, Aussie dollar. So what's that for you guys? Like $600 or something?
Yeah, but that's just for the arm though, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but it didn't come with a brain chip, though, is what I'm saying.
no brain chip. Yeah. If you really want that chip, yeah.
Yeah, it's not worth the difference in money though. It's a big difference in price.
Depends what you want. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Michael, I saw that Blitzway one in San Diego in 2018, and it looks amazing. Like, even if it's not moving, it just looks so good.
Yeah.
It does look good, though, yeah. Yeah, it's a nice piece.
Oh, so you're saying this one right here?
Yeah,
I don't know who made it. Okay.
Blitzway, yeah, this from Sideshow. Yeah. What is this that's up on your Gabe? What's this?
It's like, look at it in your room, and I'm like, all right, let's look at it. Let's see what it would look like if I was
does that
trying to find out where he's gonna put it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was like, what's the actual scale of? Well, it's not gonna go in here.
Michael, once I think if you join that wait list, soon as they come in, I think you'll be able to get one.
Right. I see. Yeah. I mean, I'm real happy. I got a life-size one, bro. You know what I mean? I
know I'm getting that too, but this is awesome.
Yeah, but I've got other shit going on right now, dude.
Really?
That life-size Terminator is like my dream piece. One day I'll get one.
I gotta get it.
So as you guys saw on our Wednesday show, I mean the Jark table, that wasn't in the cards, and man, I have one now, and it's awesome. You know, I love that.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I think that thing was really cool.
Geeking out over that.
Yeah.
And that they threw in all those extra stuff, all those extra sounds, little soundtracks and stuff.
Yeah, isn't that cool, Scott?
That was really
that
cool.
comes with it. That's preloaded on the sound card when you buy the kit.
You're gonna have to get Scott to like deck it out, Roland style.
Maybe theme. Real quick, maybe some of that's on the sound card, but not all of those, because I mean, when the guy that built this did this, was before those were even. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like all the music ones, but yeah, maybe all the monsters and stuff. But
and the music is on there.
Really?
Yeah. Does it play the keys play on both sides, Michael?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to get into it, or if it had an SD card or something like that. Just see how everything's labeled to add or change any of the WAV files.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I would love to be able, my whole deal with this gallery where I have all the studio scale on that wall, because remember, when you walk in here, before anything was even put in here, the look was, that you were on board of one of the destroyers, and that back wall that has all of the studio models, I wanted that to be a giant screen.
Like a window?
A window, like you're looking out in space, and every once in a while a TIE fighter would come by or something, But what I'm getting at is I want to be able to walk up to Chewie and have like a sound deal right by him, because when I play the music and then like these people talking like R2 or whatever, it just gives you a whole other feeling of reality,
Fourth dimension.
Yes, it's awesome. And that's why I'm really thinking hard, because I'm going to step it up a whole other notch with this new edition, and I'm just trying to figure out what it is going to be. I'm going to do.
I think you've stepped it up enough, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate
that. The next notch is actually building that Falcon in the backyard.
Yeah, that's
right. But bringing up that screen thing that you were talking about, it's like, I've seen people do. They put a window in front of a TV or whatever, and they got something running. And I went digging through YouTube, and I found certain things that would run for 7 hours or whatever, but you want it to look like it's in the background, not moving with something, right?
That's right.
And it's like, I just got a regular 43-inch TV that I've got back here, and I just wanted, you know how when the Falcon comes into the Death Star, it's got the white band around it to either A, put LEDs or just put it on the film, you know, edit it in a software or whatever. But that scene, just a TIE fighter goes by or this goes by, and you just want it to just leave it. And if somebody's got stuff like that, please.
Lupin.
Post it, because I think more people would want that, especially with building Star Wars rooms and things like that, where they want to put a TV and make it look like that, rather than seeing a full, you know, something that's cut out of the movie. Make it look like a window.
Yep.
I think it's more needed than anything else.
Absolutely, Scott. Yeah, and I'm seeing a lot of on Instagram, all these guys are building. I mean, I didn't have anything to go off of really, except for the panels when I designed this room. But I can tell you, it's just so crazy seeing some of these Mandalorian panels. These people are building these really cool custom things now that look like right out of the sets. You know,
because they've had time.
Yes.
People, it's like my wife works for Home Depot, right?
Yep.
So for her, nothing changed except for putting on a mask. Nothing's really changed in this time.
Exactly.
Where a lot of the rest of us had to start figuring out how to work from home or whatever.
Right.
And the amount of people that it didn't take long within that first month, they're like, "Hey, I want to paint the room or redo the garage or whatever," and it just started this thing. So seeing all these people doing these Star Wars rooms, it makes total sense, you know.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Hey, Michael, a good idea maybe. You know, in the first episode of The Mandalorian, when he pulls that guy through and the door shuts on him, like that. If you could have that door to enter into there.
Yeah, I love Mandalorian, but I don't want anything I ever theme. It's going to be from New Hope or Star Wars or something that I really enjoy. Just like I think a lot of us that are on this and viewing would love to go to Disney and not see Force Awakens, New Order Stormtroopers. They would like to see regulars. You
bring up a good point. It's like how many of you guys think that the way that whatever people are making, whether it's Hot Toys or whatever, that some of the stuff, it's like if they would just go back and focus on the original trilogy, they'd probably sell a heck of a lot more.
No. I don't. It's kind of hard. Disney disagrees. I mean, Disney.
Well, I think Disney owns more of the.
They don't have any
Force
issue with
Awakens
ownership on that. Yeah, because there's also a Fox deal with the original trilogy stuff, which is weird because then you look at Rogue One.
Yeah, Rogue One was great.
I love that movie, but my kids really but I have no problem with Force Awakens, Last Jedi, or Rise of Skywalker because it's because I got to take my kids to see that in the theater. Like we were talking earlier how my dad took me to see Star Wars.
Cut Matt off, please. Just go ahead.
Hey, Michael, go ahead and pull out your poster.
Pull out your poster. Hey, you know what? I've been mad this whole damn time because Gabe called me out on that. I owe Gabe on that one. He got me good on that one. Hey, which poster is that? Is that Last Jedi?
The Last Jedi.
The worst Star Wars movie ever made.
It was, dude.
I think it's the best of those new three, though.
Really?
I do. I really do because.
Did you like the part when? Did you like when Luke was sucking on the thing?
You've opened it, Matt.
Always sucking on the
nipples. I'm not saying that
you're a nipple guy, Matt.
I would have written. I'm not saying that's how I would have written it.
Okay.
I'm just.
Was it the Mary Poppins scene?
No, I really didn't have a problem with that one either. It was. There's things.
Hey, Matt, we're all friends here, and
no, it's okay.
We can agree to disagree that you're wrong and I'm right, and you don't know what. Dude,
Empire is still my favorite movie. They have not topped Empire.
Here's the thing. Okay. I think that like with the Last Jedi, I didn't like it at all. I'm one of those people. But if they stuck to the guns and just kind of followed that on with Rise of Skywalker, it kind of could have been a lot. It could have been a lot better, but I think with Rise of Skywalker, they were just trying to like patch it all up. the whole
Well,
time.
Yeah,
And it
well,
was
that's the
just
thing is
completely
they tried to please everybody, and you're not
like
going to
why
please.
have
everyone.
all these different opinions, and then it's like these three completely different movies. Like when I first saw Force Awakens, I was like, okay, let's see where
Well, it
this
was
is
Star
going.
Wars.
It was
It
good.
was, and
Force
we
Awakens
wrong.
is The Force Awakens is the safest movie they could possibly have made, and that's J.J. Abrams' wheelhouse right there. Is play
it was
it
just
safe.
a copy,
and
basically.
just make it fast, so you don't have time to think about it. Now, I'll say, as far as making a movie, The Last Jedi is the best one. It's the best paced. You can debate about the story. I think there's a decent story there. Because he had to pick up that one off.
Get rid of him.
Come on,
Get this guy out of here.
I'm not saying it's my favorite Star Wars. I'm just saying it didn't break Star Wars for me.
Didn't you just say it was the best?
Oh,
you said it was
out of those three movies, out of Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, I know what that was.
Thank you, Gabe. God damn, dude.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
I'm
That's we got
going
the
to
nipples.
Galaxy's Edge in
We
a
got the
couple of weeks.
nipples
I'm
pointing
only
right
getting
at
the
you,
blue
Matt.
note.
The nipples are pointing
Oh,
right
that's
at you.
hilarious.
Wait.
Sean Stone is raising his kids right. Sean Stone's raising. I showed my 7-year-old the OT, the original trilogy first, and then let them make up their minds with what they want.
That's awesome, Scott.
It's okay, Matt. Like at the end of the day, if that's what you enjoy,
I don't know about that.
If we never got the Mandalorian, how would you feel about Star Wars leaving it where they did with Episode 9? I guarantee you, I wouldn't be collecting probably as much Star Wars stuff as I am.
Oh, trust me.
Because if we was left with Episode 9, I would have walked away from a lot of this shit.
I wouldn't have, because A New Hope, Empire, and Return of the Jedi still
I know,
exist.
but to think 7,
I'm
8,
shocked,
9,
man,
and that was
that-
the rate all that was going, I would have been like,
It's
I'm
not
out.
the end. And I'll tell you this, though. I mean, you'd look. Oh my god!
Matt, don't get mad, dude. Gabe, I love that.
That's so funny.
I can't unsee that.
That's Mike. Look at
Oh
that,
my
Mike.
god!
My memory.
I threw up in my mouth a little.
Gabe, where the hell did you find that?
Oh, that's
See,
I literally
Mike,
Googled.
Mike, I will say this: if I was writing The Last Jedi, they had two ways to go with Luke's character. He could have
make him
what
a
happened,
total
make him a
loser.
hermit, make him a hermit like they did. He walked away from everything. He's Kevin Flynn in Tron Legacy. He took himself out of the equation. I would have had him. He went away because he was looking for something. But that also, it's kind of a trap door there too, because it's a trap there. Well, no,
Looking for a good
looking for something to stop them, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But
Dude.
but then it becomes always looking for a MacGuffin, and I don't think it was nothing. They
Look,
could do.
here's the thing about The Last Jedi that I was like, look, in general, look, it's a beautiful looking movie. I think there's a lot of plot holes, stuff that we didn't know, but like you said, if Ryan Johnson maybe have finished, right, what Harry said, if right, was it you, Harry, that if Ryan Johnson would have finished the series, maybe we would have got a little more details about it. But whatever. The part that bugged me is that every single Star Wars movie that I've ever watched, I'm deep in it. Like I'm in it. Like I'm focused and everything. That was the first movie that I was being thrown out of the movie in my head multiple times. Starting with the initial scene with like the lightsaber thrown out, I was like, whoa, wait a second. And it just took me out of the movie. The Yo Mama joke, right? The Yo Mama joke at the beginning. I was like, what are you really
thrown
doing
around
the Yo
and
Mama
shit,
joke
you know?
on Star Wars? Like, it just threw me out of the movie. Yeah.
Like little things like that. I think if it would have
20 years,
throne scene
1986, people were doing the
lightsaber.
same thing about similar thing with Return of the Jedi, because all of a sudden there's a lot of burp and fart jokes in it.
Yeah, but we didn't.
And
get
then it
it
was
in,
and then you were getting it, and then you got it in Episode 1 as well. And
we
I
didn't
tell
get
you
it
this,
in A Force Awakens, so we weren't expecting that. Like it
know.
wasn't that comedic. You know what I mean? It was like what's that Thor movie? where it's
I
like
see
all
your point.
jokes?
Although Force Awakens had some parts where, like at the start where Poe is approached by Kylo and he's like, do I talk? Do you talk? Do I talk? And it's like, Come on, man. What kind of
You
choke?
talk first. You want to talk first?
Yeah, and again,
Yeah.
that little type of like going back and forth. You see it in the original trilogy too. That I mean, it's not that. It was just like the blatant humor, right? That they were trying to push.
Well, George was
meal
like I said.
thing.
George Lucas started doing that in Return of the Jedi. A lot of the slapstick type comedy.
Yeah,
There was like Boba Fett falls into Sarlacc and the Sarlacc burps. I mean, and then there was like the wart outside of Jabba's palace eats that thing and then burps. It was stuff like that. And then you got like the Yopi farting in front of.
Yeah,
like,
but I think the other thing
stuff
too
like
is
that.
around that time you got to go back to '83. You got to go back in the '70s.
Yeah.
We weren't watching that stuff at home. You were in a
No, you
theater
were in
with
a
a lot of
theater.
other people, and sometimes with those types of things, listening to the whole theater crack up or whatever added to that experience. So it's like as a 13-year-old or whatever I was watching Return of the Jedi and the Sarlacc burped with Boba Fett, it was just a fun part of the movie instead of watching it, by myself, where it'd be like, that was whatever.
So
And
Lee,
I know
just
there
to
was
answer
somebody.
your
Oh, go ahead.
question, Lee, sorry, you were saying that like if Mandalorian never came out, would we still be fans of Star Wars or where it's gone, right?
I don't think
I'm
so.
kind of the
would-
same.
I don't think
I'm
I
the same way
love
with
The Mandalorian.
with Terminator, for example. I love Terminator 1 and 2, and that's
Yeah,
it.
stop it too.
Yeah, that's
For
it.
sure.
Can I stop at those
Alien,
two?
Alien, the
The
Alien
rest of it
franchise.
is,
Stop it too.
Yeah.
Same with
Predator.
Alien.
Stop
And
it too.
For me, I don't love or hate Terminator, anymore with the newer movies. I just disregard them and just like 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And I think Star Wars is kind of the
I
same
get
way.
that,
If you
but
look
I
at my
think-
collection, it's
I
the
think-
original trilogy, basically.
Yeah.
I
So,
think it
it's
just
for that
left
reason.
such a bad taste in my mouth. Like the whole Leia
No, and I get
flying through with a ring. I was like, what the fuck is
It
this?
does hurt when you see Luke again
But
in
she's
the
using
original
Force pull.
trilogy. You watch it and then you think like, oh, geez, he just turned into a loser.
She needed a
it does-
Force
it does hurt
umbrella.
you.
That was the biggest slap and kick in the nutsack. What they did to Mark Hamill, bro. Luke
Yep.
Skywalker's character,
I
and
will
they
say-
could never bring that back. That's why. Listen. That's why John Favreau from Mandalorian
Yeah.
took all
Yeah.
I mean, he brought Luke back. He gave. That's why we got people all over the internet crying when they saw, Lee. He bawled like a baby. When you saw
With his
Luke.
teddy bear.
Yeah. When
I was
Luke-
just
my
in
teddy
awe.
bear.
I was
With
in
your
awe
blue
of that
teddy
scene.
bear.
I was just like, holy cow, they brought Luke
I
back.
had
But-
like
but they gave him-
goosebumps and
they
I was
gave him
shaking.
something,
They give him the
like-
respect he deserved.
That's
And
exactly right.
even when they were filming that episode 7, Daisy and Mark Hamill will go into Ryan Johnson's trailer and say, "You can't do this," and he's like, "Nope, that's what you're gonna do."
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I
Even
will give this to
Disney
Mark
was
Hamill as in
flash
his
in it.
professionalism. I think his acting in The Last Jedi is some of his best. As far as acting, just talk about being
Well,
a
I've only
consummate
watched the
professional.
movie
Even if he
once.
didn't agree where it was going, his acting in that movie was excellent.
Look, there's a couple of scenes in the original where I think his acting was just the best. Like the part of
No, he's a
Vader
great
is
actor.
dying,
He's a good actor. I'm not
it-
saying he's a bad actor. I'm just saying if you look at his body of work, the stuff. I mean, it's just hats off to him in his professionalism. He gave his role in The Last Jedi. His
I
all.
think he
And
was.
it shows,
I think
and
he
it-
was
and I think
starving
it really
for
helps.
it.
He was collecting
He
a
was-
paycheck.
he was starving for it because he was so surprised probably that they didn't use him in the first one, right? In the Force Awakens, he was like, "Oh wait, I don't
And they
even
had
get a
to
line."
read
Like,
the entire storyline and the script.
yeah,
He got the very last scene and didn't even say a word.
What a bunch of. Hey, listen, I don't know if you guys have read this book, but everybody knows who Marcia Lucas is, right? Or not anymore, but George Lucas's first wife, and she had a hell of a lot to do with a big majority of the edit in the original Star Wars.
Oh
movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
So, but she just recently, I don't know if y'all read this, but
She was with Star Wars and Empire, wasn't she?
maybe a little
Yes,
in Empire.
I think it was Empire too. Yeah.
But anyway, so if she says it all, she brings out, and look, I'm not against the Jen Ersos and whatnot, but I'm just telling you that you just need to read what she says because it's on point with what has happened to the Star Wars franchise. And you said it right, Matt. Not everyone is gonna. You can't make everybody happy no matter what. They could have made the perfect Star Wars last couple of movies in our minds, but not to others. I get that, but honestly, you're clueless though on these new movies. they suck, though, bro.
Hey, I just say, Frank, they don't break it for me. That's all I'm saying.
Damn.
I'm in awe of what Favreau and Filoni are doing with
Absolutely.
Because I'll tell you right now, The Mandalorian is all I've really ever wanted Disney to do with Star Wars. It's the man with no name set in Star Wars. Just okay, take that. I take the Magnificent Seven, put a Star Wars skin on it. I'll give you money. That's how this works, Disney.
The Mandalorian definitely brought the magic back, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
I think for us, the original trilogy, especially New Hope, Empire, there was something about that it stuck with you for 40 years plus if you're that old. You know what I mean? That is amazing. Nothing else. No other movie that I can think of. Yeah, other movies I like and think are great, but nothing has stuck with me like Star Wars has.
Rogue One, they were on point.
Oh, it's fantastic.
They're on point, and I thought it was a great movie, but it still isn't hitting me like New Hope did.
For sure.
I love it. I think it's fantastic, but and same with like the other stuff that we're getting ready to get into, prequels and the sequels, and they're fine for whatever they are, but they don't have whatever happened there.
But I think we talked about this before. I think it is a generational thing, right? Because we have people that grew up on the prequels, and they love it. I mean, they swear it's like the best franchise ever.
See, we can't have that. That's why Sean Stone was showing his 7-year-old the original trilogies first, and not allowing that to happen.
Yeah, but like I said, it's because they grew up on it. Those are the ones they watched.
John says it on the bottom. Gabe, whip his up, John.
And I'll say in the prequel, so there is a good story there. The flaw with those was George Lucas tried to do everything himself, and George Lucas is a great concept story guy. Give him write the big overall story. He's not a good director. I mean, even in A New Hope, I mean, if you watch like Empire of Dreams, you see Harrison Ford's talking. He was like, he's like, I love George Lucas, but he doesn't understand the craft of acting because he's like, look, I wrote it down, just do this, and that's
I think
if he had gotten a good director, he'd gotten some extra writers, like help him write the screenplay and write dialogue.
We got some insight,
much better.
We had some insight when we had
Kurt,
Tony McVeigh, and Kirk, right? We got some insight on that because. Yeah, it'd be a situation where George already kind of had all the special effects, all the creatures kind of in front, like the visuals, like he's trying to like push that, and he kind of puts the acting secondary. It's like which obviously for good
and
movies,
it has to be the story,
right? You can't,
and there is a good story in there. I mean, I would have. Right. If it was, if they came to me and said, "Hey, we're redoing the prequels," I would have made Anakin older in the Phantom Menace.
Sure, right.
I'd have made him about 19, 20 in that
Not
movie.
This child that was having and
it's nothing against Jake
20-year-old.
Lloyd.
Yeah,
it's nothing against Jake Lloyd. I mean, that poor kid. He had a rough time with his life. I mean, he's got the mental issues and everything else. I mean, Ahmed Best almost committed suicide from the harassment. There wasn't even social media back then.
Yeah.
And all he did was, and he played that character the exact way George Lucas wanted him to.
Right.
And
I also think,
and I don't even hate Jar Jar that much. I mean, he's, I like the idea of the unlikely hero.
Likes him.
But I like the concept of the unlikely hero, the outcast that becomes the hero, which is what he does. And
what are you saying?
I understand the way it came off was
Matt, how old are you, buddy?
I'm 50.
Man, you are like half.
I think Michael's going to ask you for your man card.
No, I was just going to say that out of like
just kidding.
The millions of the 50-year-old. This our era, bro. Our era. You are like less than 1% of your thoughts of. It blows my mind, and it's okay. I mean, we got it.
We all have different perspectives on it.
Man, that is for sure. I mean, the one thing is that we're so blessed about, Matt, all of us at our age, that and I've said this several times on our show, is that the kids nowadays, and I thought it was cool what Scott said about taking your young kids and letting them see the originals first.
Oh yeah, that's my kids.
But that that feeling that we had because we didn't have technology, right? So when we got to see that in the theaters, I mean,
Oh yeah,
we were living the real Star Wars. And look, that's why it's going on. And people are like us tonight, 3 hours in, 45 years later, still doing it.
Talking about it, yeah.
Here's the one thing I want to say. I loved episode 3 and I loved episode 9. I did. I loved the Rise of Skywalker. I walked out of there
it's okay, isn't it?
I was like, he saved what Last Jedi did to the franchise. But I'm a Last Jedi hater, right? That's like, to me, it's like horrible. So for me, Rise of Skywalker, I was like, okay, it's better.
I'm not saying it's yeah. No, I see where you're coming from. I know a lot of people that that hate The Last Jedi, and that's fine. It's just different perspectives. All I'm saying, I'm not saying it's the perfect movie. I think
I would hope not.
No, I'm not. I mean, honestly, I don't even know. It's been a while since I tried to rank.
You was okay with that throne room scene when they're fighting Rey and Kylo Ren are fighting all those those red samurai
room or whatever it was.
That looked so over choreographed. I wanted to puke.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've seen that.
I thought they were going to spring into song.
There's people that there's that. What's that? There's a video some guy did. He kind of just redid the fight between Vader and Obi-Wan on the Death Star from
it's
awesome. All spectacle. He took all the emotion out of that fight. I mean, as far as because you're dealing with Alec Guinness and a guy in a suit that he filmed long ago with limited with the props and everything else, you got what you got. But there's so much in that fight between just going between the two of them. It's the battle of wills, not necessarily the sword play, that makes it great for me. And so when I look at the SE, which I think the guy did, technically it's amazing to watch, but it took that emotion of the fight out, and it turned it into a spectacle. And that's and I'm not knocking the guy. I think it looks great, but it's just not the fight that was in the movie.
So Scott, you were saying before that it's a generation thing. You guys grew up with Star Wars, and it's the original trilogy speaks to you. I'm 30 years old, right?
I'm sorry.
The prequels, the prequels were my time, right? I grew up going to the cinema and seeing them.
Yeah, but look what's behind you.
I had the original trilogy, on video, and I would watch that, and it was Star Wars for me.
Right.
The original trilogy is what spoke to me, and it was because they're damn good movies. And it puts you into that universe. You feel it's gritty and realistic feeling.
Yeah, and I think when I was talking about the magic, it wasn't just Lucas, it wasn't just George, it was Marcia, it was the team that did the models, it was it was the whole thing became magic, because we've never seen spaceships look that good. I mean, there were some things out there, but that good, and done that way that we're trying to replicate them now.
And it changed film. I mean, look at science fiction films that happened before Star Wars. You have 2001 or you had Space 1999, all these. Right. But if you look at everything is pristine and sterile and clean, and then you look at the Millennium Falcon and it's all beat up and it's it's
supposed to be like it's 100-year-old ship or something.
But even beside, you're looking at everything's dirty and gritty in Star Wars, and it's lived in, and it's there's war going on, and it changed the look. And then you look at Alien coming out in 80, 81, and then it was a 79. Thanks, Lee. But it changed how everybody did stuff like that. I mean, that's the thing about Star Wars. It was such a game changer in the genre.
I think it's that it just sold it. It completely sold it, and it became realistic. Even if we're 7, 8, 20 years old, whatever it was, it sold it.
And that lived in the universe.
That's actually a good point, right? The OT changed the way cinema was made. Science fiction was made.
Yeah. And toys and marketing.
The prequels changed how movies were made because of the CGI. They were the first series of movies that were just completely CGI and really launched that. What did the sequels do to cinema except piss people off, right? There's really nothing that it advanced. The only thing
but it did it on levels not seen before, Gabe.
I mean, the only thing maybe that I would say is I don't even
Well,
know.
the
Rogue
reinsert-
One even has more impact on cinema because they started using the motion cap. You know,
Yeah, you're right, Gabe.
You
You're
know what I mean?
absolutely right, bro.
OT did nothing except create like a split between Star Wars fans because of The Last Jedi. That's really what happened.
Yeah.
We went into The Force Awakens, like everyone's like, well, they're trying to play it safe.
Because they were looking for some Star Wars again.
They're trying to make money off it. I get that. But then Last Jedi hit, and then it was a split, right? It was like either you loved it or you hated it. And Star Wars fans just started like,
I will say, Gabe,
right?
I didn't like it until I watched it a second time. The first time
I've
I went to the
tried.
midnight,
I've
I went to the midnight showing, and I walked.
Okay,
out
what
and
are
I
you
was
talking
like,
about, Matt?
Last Jedi.
The one that you have a poster of on your wall.
I got you.
Yes, the one. Yes, your poster.
But yeah, I walked out. I went to the midnight showing.
Yeah,
and I came out and I was like,
yeah, I almost.
I don't know if I like it or not. I didn't.
I
don't walk
pissed.
out, but I was like, wow, what did I see? And then like the next day, I took my kids to go see it, and I paid attention. I was able to kind of pay attention more to some things, and I liked it better my second viewing.
See, I tried that because
like I said,
I kept on going because I was collecting the little IMAX posters that they were doing.
I got that one.
Yeah, for all the movies.
Yes,
right?
the premiere stuff.
I got
isn't
Rogue
it?
One.
Yeah. So I started going, and so I watched it maybe 3-4 times, while I was in the movies, and I was trying. I was literally, but every single time it was just like it angered me.
Because you paid for it again, right? Hey, Gabe. So I just got to get back to that damn poster, okay? I got that poster, and I paid $50 for that little thing from somebody. Don't get it.
Okay, Michael.
Listen,
look,
listen.
Bro,
okay, I have to.
It's Star Wars. It's okay.
Yeah, I know, but the movie sucked, and I gotta. So hey, what it is? Listen, I got that poster before the movie came out. Okay, I didn't see the movie, so like I wouldn't order that poster now, but I did pay $50 for that.
I want to see a video of you burning that print.
You want to? Nah, I'm not going to do that. I mean, because it's the memories of where I got it and everything, and the little kid who was all excited. I gave him $50 freaking because I thought because it was one of those posters that the only people that got to see the preview. Yeah. So I thought it was a cool thing, But
I'll give you $50 for you to burn it.
Okay, it's for me, dude.
It's the teaser poster.
Yeah,
it's the one from Celebration, right? Or D23.
Sorry, whose picture is this?
Celebration.
Dude, shut up, dude.
Is this yours, Mike?
It is, dude. Okay.
That's
and it's
that's
even
the timeline
framed.
you were telling
It's
me
even
about.
bought a frame for it.
Really nice frame. Man.
It's on there nice and straight.
It's not a gold frame, though, Gabe. God dang it.
The little credibility that you had is now gone.
I know,
Look
man.
at that. And
I'll
I
tell
don't
you
see any
one
other
poster.
ones.
I need to get it reframed, but I have a great poster of. It's the cover from Timothy Zahn's Heir to the Empire, the first cover, and it's like the whole. It's the whole
damn.
dust jacket. So like
Kelly,
Luke
don't
and
think
and
bad
everybody
about
on one
Harry.
side.
Harry,
The other side gets
Harry, can you hear me? Don't think bad about me after seeing that deal, dude. Please, Gabe, man, I'm gonna get you good, bro. He is wait.
Hey,
it is in the
okay.
corner.
You were
It's like
teasing
it's
me
in the
about
corner.
the TikTok.
No one
I
can
got
see
it.
it.
I gotta get you back.
All right, touche, Gabe.
There you go.
All right,
go.
bro.
We're
good.
even about the TikTok.
We are.
Yeah, so like the original trilogy, that lived in universe. You look at the Mandalorian and what they've done, right? They've
fantastic.
they've taken that universe and just made it. I guess I shouldn't say cleaner, but it's just a more redefined version of that universe.
Yes.
It jumps you straight in. Mando walks up to the door and a little droid pops up. And his little eye, like that's what we.
What's it do, Harry? What's it? Say that again.
I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, but the
Next time it will come out this way.
magic.
I agree with that.
Warren,
comment as
I'll
well.
agree with you as far as watchability. Episode 2 is probably the one I rank that pretty low. But I know some people that's their favorite movie.
I'll take that. I'll take that over.
They're about your age, Harry.
Yeah.
Matt, we're never going to let this go. You know that, right?
What about me liking
The Last
Jedi as much as you guys?
Jedi.
That's fine. I'm okay
That's
with it.
okay. Hurt my soul.
Right, Armando. Right. That's part of it, but also too, Filoni and Favreau. Again, something in that team and everything they put together brought that magic back.
For sure.
You did all the other stuff,
No,
and
what
it
they're
was
doing
like,
is fantastic.
oh, it's enjoyable, whatever. But Mandalorian comes back on, and all of a sudden you're like, "Woo, I'm getting the feels again."
Right.
I didn't get the feels with the other stuff. Yeah.
He's a fan himself, and he's kind of thinking about like what he would see, and that's the weird part about Rian Johnson, right? Because I mean, I thought he was like a fan, and he would be thinking kind of bigger, but I think he's one of those like deep directors.
No, but
right?
Like,
he's like
he went
in
deep
his own.
into went deep into stuff, pulling stuff out from
his
like the force projection. Oh man, I keep setting Lee up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you remember his name now, don't you?
Great.
But,
yeah, Johnson for a reason.
I agree with you, Scott. You know, like Mando, it brought that magic back. It just threw you straight back into that universe.
It made it all exciting.
Man, I would get like goosebumps watching that every time it would come on, like once a week or whatever it was. Watching Mando, it was unbelievable.
It just felt
and the
right.
music,
Yeah.
it just.
I'm
probably
taking the day
it was
off.
original music as well, and it still
just so I can
sounded
watch it.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know,
Let me just hold on. I'm gonna bring this up. Did you guys know this can't be real? I cannot believe this. This
better not be that
freaking the freaking space cow is a real thing. It's a real practical prop.
Oh God!
Look at them nipples, Michael.
I like them. I thought those were nuts. I thought they were nuts.
There you go.
Jesus.
Gabe, my question
my
is,
God.
are you looking around for these things while we're all talking?
Yeah.
I am. All I did is type in The Last Jedi space cow, and trust me, there's some funny ones out there, man.
Yeah, just don't search sexy space cow. It's not gonna be worth it.
Give me the shudders just looking at it. Oh,
man!
Can you imagine Rian Johnson right there and action? And what do you think Mark Hamill's saying in this picture right here?
And he's like, "All right, do I squeeze?"
Well, this is like the fifth take.
Do you want like 2 fingers or 3 or like a whole hand?
Hey, you know what? He fizzled on it, and then when the movie was done and they were out there doing all their deals, man, Mark Hamill was letting them have it, dude. He was he was basically telling everybody that this movie's gonna suck. Yeah, dude.
This is the thing. Like, Mark Hamill was like really skeptical to go on The Mandalorian. Like, I watched the behind the scenes.
Yeah, that was a great episode.
Why was he skeptical?
Because of
like
all of this.
he was hurt with the Star Wars scene. He was scorned, and when they wanted him to come onto Mando, he was like, "Oh, I don't know." You know, it took a long time to make a decision.
But he's sure glad that he did, man.
Yeah.
Brought his character back.
I think we're all
brought
glad
him
he
back.
did.
Yeah. So I think what everybody does, like me, is I just look at Luke when he waves at the camera with Yoda and Ben and his young dad again, whatever. But which I don't agree with. It needs to be the old guy. But anyway, I think that's the way we look at it back then. Is that's how Star Wars, and then he went out and did adventures, and this other weird, stupid shit didn't ever happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crystal foxes and all this weird.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry, but the Leia
so
flying just did it for me. I just
you didn't like the Superman in space? Oh yeah, that was
what I did like the sceneries. I did like like that planet with the red crap underneath.
That is cool. That was cool. I like the AT-ATs were cool.
Like I actually enjoyed like the scenery, right? Like the settings.
Oh,
were
it's
like,
top notch.
and it's beautiful. Like when they destroy it, right? When it goes through the freaking Star Destroyer thing, right? When they
that the whole maneuver.
That's such a beautiful shot because it's just silent and it's just like when he just blows it up. I mean, stylistically, it looks beautiful, but there's just too many things that just threw me out of the movie that I'm like, oh man. But yeah, guys.
And if you like the sequel stuff, then That's
Yeah.
cool. You know, everyone's each to their own.
Absolutely.
We're not here to just like say you're a loser.
Well, it's like I said on Wednesday. I was like, if anything, I'll never hate on them because it allowed. There was the time I got to take my kids to see Star Wars in the theater.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
and that was it for me. You know,
my kids
that,
liked them because of that. Yeah.
Did you take them to see Rogue One?
I did.
That you should have stopped right there.
Scott, Scott, what's your favorite movie, Scott?
It's gonna probably be New Hope, just because everything was there. Being there, my parents thought I'd fall asleep, sitting on my mom's lap. Same thing like what Matt was saying. She's leaning over, reading the whole opening, crawl to me because I'm just kind of watching it. They figured I would be out cold in no time. The blockade runner, Tanner 4 comes flying out, and I was just like, shoom, and stuck in it ever since.
Yeah.
I saw that thing probably 15 times in the theater.
Yeah.
Within the next few years,
we probably, that was one thing because this was before home video. It wasn't on HBO or anything like that. So we saw it in drive-ins. We saw it in the theater. What are we doing today? Let's go see Star Wars.
How long was it in the theater for?
Over a year,
right?
Yeah, I've got a 1 year.
Then it went, and then it came back.
Yeah.
And then that's when they added, because they were working on Empire. They put in because originally it just had Star Wars, and then they put in episode 4, A New Hope.
Yeah.
So Matt, what's your favorite Star Wars film?
I would say Empire.
Yeah.
Empire.
You've gained a little bit more respect from me. Okay, cool. I know.
I have a small confession.
You got a big hill to climb to gain my respect back.
I have a small confession to make.
You used to live in Cheyenne, so
That's all you got to say right now,
buddy.
You
lived in Cheyenne by choice. I was told I had to go there.
Wow, I had a good job, so I was forced to stay.
Go, Harry, go! You can do it.
I have a small confession to make. When I was little growing up, I actually didn't like Empire that much. Like it was boring to me at the start. The snow stuff, I didn't really like it. But then Yoda came in, and it was like, I love Yoda. And I know, Gabe, you're not like the biggest.
He's not a Yoda guy.
I don't like Yoda.
Yeah, so it's like everyone has this own, what's their
Yeah.
favorite original trilogy. I know, Gabe, you like Return of the Jedi is your number one. Like for
I
me,
do,
it's A
but
New
I
Hope.
mean, like, I got Tarkin tattooed on me.
Tarkin, man, is like the coolest freaking character. You just, so like
we
everyone
know
has
Lee's
their own
Rogue One.
opinion.
You're Rogue One, Lee?
Yeah.
You like Rogue One, huh?
Number
It's
one.
like
I love Rogue One.
you're
That's
talking
a
about
great movie.
Tarkin, Peter Cushing, and then later we get in the prequels Christopher Lee.
Yeah,
I just thought that was so
best
cool.
buddies, I know.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Especially
As a-
for us
as a-
old
as a
folks,
mil-
we remember them in the monster movies.
All the Hammer films, right?
Hey,
All the
I got a good
Hammer-
question for everyone. I got a
Dracula.
good question for everyone.
Van
What's your
Helsing.
favorite theme of planet? Like for me, it's Tatooine. Everything Tatooine is my favorite.
Jedi.
Dagobah.
Like what?
Dagobah.
Dagobah? Yeah, Dagobah. I, need
I
to
like
say
just
that.
because it's like no one's messing with me. I'm just can chill
Yeah.
here.
The
Yeah.
Force theme. What
I
about
always
you,
like
Gabe?
Best-
I never thought about it. Yeah, that's an interesting.
I like
question.
Bespin. I always like Cloud City.
Cloud
I think it's
City?
only because the only toy I ever got of it was like in 1980. I got that from Sears, that little cardboard playset.
Yeah.
It came with 3 figures. Which
You
is
still have it? You still
No,
have
that thing got really well played with, and
Yeah.
I don't
Good.
know what happened to it. It might
Yeah.
still be in
What
my
would you-
parents' basement.
What would you say, Lee? What would be your favorite sort of themes? Like if you could pick
Jedi.
one theme,
Jeddah.
Jeddah, yeah.
Yeah, because it's a real shithole. That's what.
As you
That
come
was
in
cool.
and
I love
put
that look.
Jedi, like whatever, if it was ever a
The statue? Yeah.
laying down in the sand,
Yeah.
and then where
Sean says Bespin as
So
well.
Guerrera, where he was, because that was supposedly like a Jedi temple originally.
Yeah. No, I love the look of. I love the looks of the planets in Rogue One. They're just fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's beautiful. Scarif, that looks so
The
cool.
Scarif was great. And if you guys ever watched, there's the Star Wars Revisited. It's a fan edit done by a guy named Adiwan. If you look for it.
No.
Well, he did. It's the only way I'll watch A New Hope now. The way he did, because he recut, like, well, not really recut, but he redid the special effects in like the battle at the Death Star. Yeah, before at the end, he puts like hundreds of TIE fighters coming at them, kind of thing, kind of like what you see in Rogue One when they come out.
And that's why
but he did a bit where in the beginning of the movie where the Death Star, because it's orbiting a planet, and the guy in like
That's
after
beautiful,
Rogue
Mike.
One, and after Rogue One
thank
came
you.
out, he was talking about if you look for like the Star Wars Revisited the Saga on Facebook and follow his work, because he's working on more of them now. He's working on Return of the Jedi, and he was like, I was always wanted to do I changed the planet that I used in it's Star Wars Revisited because it looked more tropical in the first time I did it, and I pulled it back, and now I regret it after seeing Rogue One because it could have just been Scarif. And I was like, I wrote back, I was like, as far as I'm concerned, it is.
Yeah.
And so he did. I mean, it's really fantastic.
Same sort of timeline. Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of just redoing the special effects from the special editions. Like he did, I've got the Empire Strikes Back version now, and he redid the Battle of Hoth, and he's got more walkers in it, and he's got more scout walkers, and the scout walkers are providing like air cover for the walkers, and it's really well done. It's fantastic what he does, and he's got a really great eye for this stuff, and he does special effects work anyway. And that's like some like hobby he's been doing for a while. He's been doing it for years, and it's fantastic to watch.
Juiced up the original, yeah.
And
Armando says Tatooine and Death Star. So,
yeah, Death Star. There's something
Death
about
Star's really cool.
When you think of the panels and the way they did it and the lighting, lights on the side of the. I mean, look at Michael's room. What is that mostly modeled after? It's not,
Death Star
themed.
yeah.
Death Star. Yeah. Or Imperial ship or something. Yeah.
It's so unique, isn't it? Like the Death Star theme. Like you look at the window design and you're just like, where did they think of that?
Man, way back when, I was just telling Denise that today. It blows my mind. Everything that they did, even on Bespin, like Matt was saying. I mean, just the way the roofs. If you look down the hallways and just the details are just, it's just crazy.
Man. Magic.
I still love in The Force Awakens that establishment shot on Jakku where they like pull back and you see Rey going by on her speeder and the crash Star Destroyer in the back.
I do like that.
That is one.
Really
I have problems with J.J. Abrams as a writer, especially when it comes to like a third act. It's not his strong point, but what he is very strong at is stuff like that establishment shot,
And here's information you don't need to know. J.J. Abrams is also a synth nerd.
Is he?
Complete synth nerd. There was a event we had a few years back in Burbank, and all of a sudden he just comes walking in, and you're like, "Is that J.J.?"
He's
right
a what nerd? I didn't understand.
Synthesizer.
Like
He's into vintage synthesizers. He's got a whole freaking huge room of keyboards in his Santa Monica place.
That's cool.
That's fine. Huh.
So useless information, but at the same time, it's kind of cool, right?
Did you say something to him or no?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, briefly, he went in and talked to owner of another company that used to work for Roland, which is funny. Guy's amazing, and he's just a huge fan, and he's a huge fan of, like I said, vintage keyboards. So a lot of Roland vintage stuff, a lot of other companies' vintage keyboards. That's his thing versus more newer stuff. He prefers the old stuff.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
No. Well, guys, I know Michael. It's already like 1 a.m.
Yeah, dude. We did it again. Another 3-hour show.
I know. We always do this, but it's fun. But it's cool. It's great having fresh.
Scott's wrapping it up.
Fresh ideas.
Just keep talking, Gabe. Yeah.
Scott's gonna play us out. Some jazz.
You're like, you guys have a great night. We really appreciate you being here.
I'll do the beat.
We'll see you next time on Collection War. You have a good night.
Hold on.
No, I think we need to play Terminator.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
You want that or you want Terminator?
Let's do that.
That will wake us back up.
Terminator.
Rebels.
Terminator.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
All right, guys. So are we exiting here? Is that what we're kind of doing?
Yeah, Scott,
we're gonna exit. And yes, Scott, we're gonna have to try to do something with you and Sean and everybody.
Yes, please.
Don't hang up.
Don't go anywhere. All right. So publicly, I'm going to say you guys are all awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Here we go.
Gabe,
That's
great show, man. Matt, always good meeting you, dude.
Hey,
Okay, bro. I still
guys,
respect you,
in a
man.
couple of weeks, I'm going on vacation, so I'll be around.
Keep in touch, though, bro.
All right,
Harry, always good. Lee, you know what? Yeah, I think about you, bro. Yeah, total. Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
be back. We'll be back next Saturday.
Thanks for your Saturday, guys.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Take care, buddy.